Hey guys, what's going on? Hey guys, what's going on? We're going to start this show in a moment.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quite so thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic, you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah.
I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep them out your face, no way, you don't want them, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this. Freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus. Living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness? Trust me, you can take it. Go on and take your aim.
I was built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the gas, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me.
Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test. Expect nothing less, your check is I'm chess. What's happening next? Yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill, no discretion. Your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they drive the chains, you can say no, free me.
So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place. I wanna be first, work till it hurts. Dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life. Better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me.
Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test. Expect nothing less, your check is I'm chess. What's happening next? He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill, no discretion. Your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.
So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place. I wanna be first, work till it hurts. Dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life. Better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. You could try to play, but
Hey guys, I guess they cut off my notifications too. I guess they cut off my notifications too. Hey Booski. Hey Sisterly Love. How you guys doing? I'm gonna get to this video. I know they cut your damn notifications off, please. Right? So hey. Let me start this video. Yes, I am. Let's go.
This for? I think so. Is that the
when
Jewish?
Yeah, when you come into your womanhood, you come into your knowledge, in your faith.
Yeah, it's more just like declaring your faith in Allah. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, very good. Well, hey, I commend you because it takes dedication, and it's faith is something that in the dark times carries us through.
I agree. I definitely agree.
So, Denedric, you were in carbonation for 3 years.
About I would say I think 20, about 4 on and off.
4 on and off, and
Yeah. Definitely came back. I don't even know how many times, but
what was going on in your life prior to joining carbonation? Was it carbonation when you joined, or was it melanation?
it was carbonation when I joined. Before a lot was going on. I think I was around that time. I had me and my baby mama was breaking up, so me and her was separating, and then I didn't go to college, so but I was out of high school for I think like 2 or 3 years.
So you're
Um,
about 1920.
nah, I was about when I joined Carbonation, I was probably like 20. I think I was 22, going on 23.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
You're
I think
still
so. Yeah,
still fairly young.
yeah.
What did you after you graduated high school? What were your thoughts? What were you planning to do?
Oh, when I got out, I was that's long, but I wasn't really like focused on like school like that.
Hmm.
Like academically, I never really It's not that I didn't know how to do the work necessarily. It's just that the educational system is not perfect. But so I just when I was in school, I just couldn't sit still like and learn and like to me it was just boring. Like it wasn't exciting to me. So that's what made me really not really care that much. I mean, I graduated. I did enough to graduate, you know,
Hmm.
which is a lot of people. But
Yeah, exactly.
I wanted to I knew I had artistic talents, so I was doing
Mm,
music. I did music for a while. Um and I never really made money off of it because I still worked at like warehouse jobs. I got my
okay.
first job when I was a senior. So when I was a senior, 18, I had got my first job at FedEx. And
Okay.
so I was just working, experimenting with drugs, all this stuff that, happened. But not gonna get too into that because that'll
Hmm.
take forever. But
We got forever, baby.
yeah. But so that so around that time during carbonation 2018, like I said, I was going through separation with my child's mother, and then on top of that, I had left the church. I had joined the church again, a Christian church, and then I left again when I found out about Nature Boy. So I seen a video of Nature Boy. You know, it was one of his videos that got like 500,000 views right now.
Is it the one in
Um,
the grocery store?
no, not the grocery store. He was on top of the mountain in Costa Rica. Um,
Okay. Yes.
Never heard before information, and I heard I heard him talk about like just stuff that I never heard before. Like you're a guy, like the reason why your life is not the way it is, way it wants to be, is because you're not choosing to acknowledge the fact that you in control of your reality, all this stuff. And
Hmm.
he talked about like how African Americans or more melanated people needed to leave the United States. And so that's when I started to follow him. Like, okay, this is different. This is empowering. And then, so really, I joined because there's two reasons. The first reason was because I always felt different in my family. I always felt like I was different from everybody else, more open minded than everybody else.
Hmm.
Because I grew up in a Baptist household. Now, not necessarily church people, but that's just what that's what we was labeled
Culturally.
culturally. Yeah,
Hmm.
culturally.
Got
And
it.
so that made me even want to, you know, live that lifestyle that he was living. And around that time, it was a whole bunch of people that was trying to live in nature. So it wasn't necessarily I'm gonna join him, but it was like, oh, I want to do what he doing.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
that's when I met Pure and a couple other people, and that's when we had met up. And then we were going to originally go to Belize, um, but that didn't. Well, he wanted us to come there to stop by, really, but it wasn't to stop by. But oh, it was another point. Hold on, I wrote it down so I won't forget. So the other reason why I wanted to join is to feel special. That was what I was getting at,
Got
right?
it.
To feel like like yeah, you chosen, yeah, you're special. Like if you can hear me, that means yeah, you special. And so that made me feel that gassed me up even more to go. And I already was lost in my purpose and wanted to find a purpose. And so that was the movement that drew me in. So I didn't know it was a cult or nothing. So like most of us. But
Right.
but yeah, that's a little bit of how that happened.
And when you say you were when you got there, what was the atmosphere?
Um the atmosphere was good at first, like it was a good welcoming. Um like I said, we wasn't really supposed to stay long. We were just supposed to be like visiting. But I think it was I think around that time he basically he was saying, like why the funny part is contradicting, right? Everything he do contradicting, but but he would say, not everybody need to come here. Not everybody need to come here. Y'all can branch off. But at the same time, the people that branch off, he'll tell them like, "Oh, y'all can't do it without me. We need to come together and pull our resources." So it was a contradicting.
Resources.
It was contradicting.
But don't
Right.
you think that it was the resources that he was after?
Right. Right. The resource that he was after, money or
Women.
so right, that too. And so it was contradicting. That's what he told us. Like, oh yeah, I don't need to go to Belize. Y'all can just stay here. Like, it make no sense for y'all to just branch off, and y'all don't even know what y'all doing and all this stuff like that. So we ended up staying.
And that was you, and you say Pure.
Yeah, me and Pure,
I
and it was
see.
two other people that end up leaving, and I left before Pure.
Oh,
Well,
so you didn't
I
stay
really got
long.
kicked out, huh?
So you didn't stay long. About how long were you there before you got kicked out?
6 months.
Oh, a good while. A good while.
Yeah, I
And
was there a good while. I was there before Solar, before Pice,
so I
before.
gotta ask. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. But I
No,
gotta
no, you
find
good.
out why you got kicked out.
Well, when I went, I already had felt guilty for leaving my child.
Right.
You know, although I did have a good family support, and my family knew I was leaving. They didn't like it, of course. But I was
And
feeling guilty already, and I
mhm.
remember the first time I met Natuteboy, um, or Eligio, or whatever. It was at we met them at Walmart, and like he was like, "Why are you sad? Like everybody else excited, but why you look sad and stuff like that." And I just remember telling them like how I felt, like, "Oh, I feel bad, like my child, I wish I could bring her." And he was in front. It was him and Velvet. He pulled me to the side. It was him and Velvet, and I was crying because I felt guilty. And he was like, "Look at this nigga crying." Like, and since she was saying like, "Oh, don't do that to him," but he was like, "Nah, like he can have other babies. I don't know why he worried about that. He gotta, because when you go there, you gotta let go of everything." And so I was crying still, and I was just like, I was feeling so. I guess I just in that moment I kind of just was like, maybe he right. Of course, then back then, it's like maybe he right. Maybe it's just like I need to let go of it. And because that would be a main factor. That was a main factor when it came to me and his relationship, because the one thing that he didn't like was that he never really had my mind all the way.
Mm.
So a lot of people, and a few people, not a lot, but a few people that go there, he'll treat you a certain way. He'll treat you a certain way if he know, like, I don't got this person all the way. He ain't really, or she ain't really let go of everything, because that's what he was trying to get everybody to do, is submit fully to him.
Absolutely.
But at the time, we thinking that it's the mission, not him.
Right. And
Right.
what was your idea of the mission?
self-sustainability. Um, thought we was the chosen people that's talked about in the Bible. Um, so mainly he would use the Bible to justify or kind of give that clarity of like y'all are chosen. Um, we're gonna be the people when the earth get washed away, or natural disasters, all of this stuff. Whenever the new earth come, we would be the people that survived that because we was chosen by uh, not necessarily God, but we was chosen by the universe. Because that was one thing that I noticed. Well, I was just thinking about before the interview is that wow, he never really said that he was chosen by God, or he never said none of that. He said the universe told him this, the universe,
Mm,
this and that, which is not really mathematically correct because if that's the case, then that it really don't make sense that you saying that you're the Messiah and you're God when or you're God when God created the universe. So it's contradiction.
exactly.
So
But like you say, everything was a contradiction.
yeah, everything was a contradiction. So
But for
but yeah,
that
that would
moment, that
be
was
a
his
main factor.
philosophy.
Huh?
For the moment, that was his philosophy.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay,
Hmm.
so now you said it would be the main factor that
Yeah, and then I was like, certain things made sense at the time, like that he was the Messiah, and that he like, well, nobody else talking about this, nobody else doing this, in my head, and
hmm hmm
there'd just be certain things that I just never heard before, or he would, that's he a master manipulator, so he put together these so-called five sciences. That was his pool.
hmm
So stuff that he didn't even come up with. So,
no.
but but yeah,
And so you say he never really had my mind. And did that lead up to you getting kicked out the first time?
yes, because I would look. Sometimes I would. Um, I try to be happy, but I guess subconsciously, because I would FaceTime my child's mother,
hmm
and so I would FaceTime, but I would still feel sad and stuff like that, and I had, I guess I had a certain look on my face around the house, like that I wasn't all the way there.
Right.
My mom was still over there, like still my hometown. And I guess he saw that a lot, and he would point it out, like, why you look so sad, why you look so like, and like you throwing off the energy, you throwing off the vibe, because it's not just you look sad. No, it's you can't even you can't even have regular human emotions. Like that's how I feel. Hey,
Really?
but you can't have regular human emotions, because if any little demeanor you do that point towards like you not being on a high vibration, so called, what
hmm
can happen
Hey, Lakeisha, hi everybody coming in. How are you lovely people doing today,
Wonderful,
this
wonderful. How are you, sugar?
afternoon? I am good, sweetie. We are good. We are good. I like it when you just talk. You gotta talk a little bit faster. My man still sound a little depressed, and I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. But how you feel about what you hear so far?
I just got back on, so I'm gonna save my opinion.
No, you cannot say we got to talk through the video. Okay, you can just say
Well,
the
I'm not
slightest thing.
quite sure who this member is that got kicked
Oh,
out.
right. This is Kite.
Okay, okay,
He's the
okay.
one who told us about her. Well, he been there longer than a lot of them. He left, came back, left, and came back, and then he ended up getting a girl. When Velvet was talking, allegedly talking to one of the guys, Velvet went to it's another call, and they both was in Puerto Rico at the same time, and I forgot her name. I forgot her name, the name she went by, but
Is that the one that had the roaches that they was talking about? That she was at his house and there was
No,
roaches.
no, that's
Okay.
you call my God, you call my God, you call my God.
Oh yeah, that's that guy.
Was it hard for him to adjust and reverse, meaning when he left? Right? I
I'm pretty sure
mean,
it had to be, like that's trauma. Like it takes a while to get used to being back in the regular world when you suffer from trauma.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But you know what? Some people go through it just like a young girl in her bed, minding her business, and she get trauma. She still gotta go to school in the morning, right? She still can't tell nobody. So some people live with their trauma until they really ready to release it, right?
Yeah.
And some people really don't. Some people don't release their trauma until I don't know. They feel like at that point in time they see something going on and like I gotta say something to save such and such. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Or no, I'm not gonna let this happen again. Let me tell my story. Right. So sometimes it's like that too. So but it's different ways. But he just sound like because his voice is just like that, right? But so far, I hate when somebody say we're gonna break generational curses,
Curses.
but it's okay to leave your kid make another one. But
No, that's definitely not okay.
even when he had baby Ellie, that man ain't never. He still had at one point he had 3 kids there at the same time.
Mm.
She have seen all the kids, but Pocahontas' son, right? So he never left his kids, even though they was already left behind. But you know what I
Yeah.
mean. He still
Yeah.
had spoke to them, heard from them, and was very happy.
He still
So
had
if they
access to them.
right, even though if he wasn't there, but it was like it was like this. It was never you don't exist. Even though he
Right.
treated them like they don't exist, but it was never you don't exist.
Hmm.
You know, it's a process. Yeah, it's really a process. So we always got to keep in mind because people think of what they would do. Technically, you don't know what you would do neither because anybody could say, "Hey, that's like them boxers." And I think Mike Tyson put it the best. I'm not going to say it verbatim. He said, "Yeah, you training all that time, you training, you think you got it, you think you got it, until you get in that ring, you get punched, right?" Wow. Then it's like, whoa,
Right. Right in the face.
right? And it's like, well, all of that training went through 9 months of training and bobbing and weaving. Like, I got this, I got this. And I put wow. Then it's like, whoa. So nobody never, they think they know what they're going to do. Just like training. You think you got everything lined out, even in the Olympics and whatever else you train for. They put in a lot of hard work and they think they're going to win. But, you know, but the cycle of a curse always starts with something new. Why? Because each generation will contain flawed tech human beings. Yeah, exactly. As well, that's why I never call it a curse. I usually call it I forgot what I call it, but it's toxic behavior. I always call it toxic behavior instead of a curse, right? Because a toxic behavior, you can work on that. It's not really a curse, right? Nobody put it on you. It's your toxic behavior. So your toxic behavior, you now treated your child toxic, and your child now learned toxicity from you, and that's what's passed on toxicity, right? So it's not really a curse, right? You can do something about it. You can change your ways. You can learn how to talk to people better. You can learn how to listen. You could learn how to work. You could learn how to get an education. You could learn how to love yourself. You could learn how to love your kids, or you can learn how to walk away from anything that is toxic. So you're not even in that facility anymore. So if you try to get rid of some of that, we should really start working on our toxic behavior, even though it could have came from mama or papa, but it still made us toxic. We should, like, even before we start having kids, we need to, maybe we can't, we already got kids, but the people in the future, they should learn how to get that together even before they even, bring babies in this world and have relationships. But a lot of people don't even recognize it.
Right, exactly. A lot of people should definitely do their research, working on themselves, bettering themselves in every area, I would say, before they become a parent, as much
And
as they possibly can.
and I tell everybody every day, check yourself, right? Every day, don't let people check you. Check yourself and go, oh, and then you'll learn how to catch yourself, right? The best person to check you will be you, right? So the more you check yourself, you will start becoming more aware of things you do, right? Nobody don't have to tell you some of the things, like, or especially if somebody told you, hey, you do this, you do that, right? And if you see that you're doing that, you learn how to check yourself. Well, let me find a better way to do this. Let me find a better way to do that, right? Or let me get up today, shadow work. Let me get up today and let me try. Or let me be around people that can help me try. Because
Yes.
you're not in this world by yourself. Everybody needs somebody. Or let me cut loose the friends who ain't trying, right? I'm in a different space now. And it's okay. A lot of time we'll keep people trapped in toxicity is really not all the way their parents. It's their friends. It's their crew, right? Nobody want to be the one
Yeah,
that
their peers.
outgrows the crew, right? Nobody
Hmm.
want to be the one who outgrow their friends, because that's just like, oh man, they're gonna start saying, oh, you this, you that. Sometimes, because you with your friends, you with your parents, maybe 15 years, 16 years, 17 years, 18 years. Like, it depends on how fast you are, right? But your homies, you're around all the time. Like, the parents only see you when you're coming in, you're coming out. But you're around your homies majority of the time. So them are the ones who keep you in toxicity, right? They ideas start outweighing your parents' ideas, right? If mommy and daddy taught you to, hey, get
Yes.
married first, you're around your homie, oh man, I hit this and I had a friend, let's go, let's go. Everything we said just now went out the window.
You know
Oh, you
it.
need to beat, oh, you got to beat your woman. You got to beat, she yours. She belongs to you. Now, you probably ain't never seen that in your house at all, right? Ever. But if you want to say something, I'm gonna go around because I got another. I want to get into that civil. I don't know if I'm gonna do that next. I might. I want to get to that civil thing.
Okay.
Get you.
Go ahead.
Hey, Booski.
Hey, Booski.
Hey, say
Hey,
Hudson.
hey, Kiki. I know you hate that, but I love it. You like
No,
Kiki?
I don't mind it at all.
I like Kiki too.
I like, yeah, Kiki. Do you love me? Are you riding? Anyway,
Hey,
I
that
came up
name
because
famous. She better like it.
Right,
I'm sure people are driving
exactly.
you
And then
crazy with that.
even get the T-shirt. I'm Kiki. Do you love me? Give me your money.
Uh-huh.
Give me your money. If you
Yes,
love
I'm
me,
definitely gonna
give me
have
your
to make a
money.
shirt like that.
Mhm. I wanted to say real quick about Kite. What I appreciate about him, now I'm sure he did, so people like to nitpick, but he wasn't going as hard as the most of the members there. I don't remember him like getting disrespectful or snarky with the public as much. He was relatively quiet from what I remember. So he tried to keep as much as he could. In my like vision looking back, he tried to keep it pretty neutral, which I do appreciate that because not all of the members could say that.
Mhm. Mhm. And he broke me when he did like that little. He said, "This is important, right?" That broke him. I mean, he's seen a lot of violence, but I think that last time broke him when he said he made her lay down and just oh man. And then we think it's traumatizing just to women. This stuff is traumatizing to men too. But the thing is, that's the only thing I did like about Soul I Radio, which I'm going to play next. I don't know why I'm playing next, right? Next first, I got to laugh. Because it's like so much. It's so much. And I try to spread it out so we don't overload, right?
Yeah.
But
And Kite is
I
a
like what
father
he
of
said.
daughters,
All
right?
the, but I didn't know he made it. Did he say he made him do that in the sand too? Was it the beach? He said he made him do it. We're going to watch it anyway. Come in,
All
Mark.
over the place, even a baby.
And then he said how the men had to sit up there. What is up, fool? Right, and then the men had to sit there and watch that. So a lot of their manhood is gone.
He literally took their eggplants and made
Mm.
them well, figuratively, not literally, but you know what I mean. By doing that, he emasculated them.
Yeah, yeah,
Eunuchs.
yeah, yeah.
But I hope they don't beat themselves too much because he was supposed to be your mentor. He's your elder, and you were seeking guidance there. I mean, everyone's still adults, but he's still so much older than y'all. He should be setting an example.
Whew. Oh my gosh. I mean, even the way he talked, you could tell. Even though you guys like together, he's still scarred for like. I was like, he's still scarred for life, right? Mm-hmm. Well, hold on. Let's call on for a little bit.
You know, um, get you in trouble by him. So you can't really. It's impossible to satisfy him, to do every little thing right.
especially if you maintain your own
Right, your own sense of, you know,
who you
real
are.
emotions. It's not just like, oh, but the justification was that, like, oh, your mind's still Babylon, like you vibrating on this frequency that's like, because he used demons a lot. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, you possessed by a demon, like, when in reality it's just normal human emotions. But
Right,
yeah,
right. Which he did not like. He wanted
no,
everyone to be almost like a zombie.
yes, yeah, yeah, a zombie, and to serve him, and I think it's really just, like, that's what happens when you're in a cult, is that they do certain tactics to get you to be brainwashed.
Oh, definitely. Did you have a chance to listen to the testimony by Rick Allen Ross,
No, I didn't.
the cult deprogrammer?
I heard a little bit of them, but not entirely. No.
Yes, it's. I think it's very good. And Liz, you should listen. I mean, I don't know. You may have already heard the testimony during the trial, and it really helps people who have been in cults to understand what
Yeah,
they
true, Phil.
were actually up against, and it validates what you've been saying up until now. All of your instincts about Eligio are absolutely right.
Right, right. So
You were brainwashed.
yeah, I always had this doubt. Like, I don't know if he, like, how could he really be the Messiah? Like, I already had doubts like that. So I guess he would feel that, because you can feel it. You can feel when somebody thinking like. So I already had those doubts, and I knew that he probably felt that too,
Oh, absolutely.
because he
He
want
could read you.
yes, because he wants you to be full submission to him, not the mission. The mission is a cover up.
Uh, great, great insight into that. The mission is
Yeah.
definitely a cover up to get you to have, like you say, devotion to him.
Hmm.
Okay, so
And then,
now go ahead.
mhm.
No, I was going to
Oh,
ask you what happened with them. You never explained what happened with you getting kicked out the first time.
sorry. So, with me getting kicked out, Like I said, it was the same thing. Like, oh, like you look sad, you throwing off. Basically, I got kicked out because I kept throwing off the vibes.
And
I
that
got
was
kicked.
his doubt.
Yeah, me and Mente at the same time.
Ah,
But Mente, same thing. Same. Mente was, I think, at the time, uh, Mente was. I don't want to be wrong, so I'm not going to get into why he. But this is pretty much the same premise that we had these demons in us, and that we sad and we throwing out the group, and so that
because
was
you
the
you hadn't let go of all of your attachments, because that
exact
was one
both
thing.
me and Mente, right? And that was that. The thing is, he uses that because he says that when you throwing off the group, you're gonna throw off the manifestations that happens, like so the money and so
No, what I believe is that he doesn't want you to start talking to other people saying, "Do you think this is bullshit?" Because I think this is bullshit.
oh,
And
of
then what
course,
would
we
happen? There
actually
would
had.
be a mutiny.
I actually had, and I'm guilty of this. I had a friend. I forgot his name. He was there too. I forgot his name, but he came with me in Pure. I forgot his name, but he was there and he was saying stuff like that, like, "Oh, it's stupid. Like it don't make sense." And I actually snitched on him. I was like, with the group that he said, but that was, that's how it happens. And
Yes, that's how he set it up so that you would snitch
yeah, so you would,
because you were
so
devoted to him.
yeah, no, it wasn't booming, and the kicked out part, um, I remember him threatening me because he thought that I was trying to like, I guess he thought I was trying to intimidate him, but my look on my face was just like, you know, anybody's face would look like if you trying to kick me out. Like I wasn't trying to intimidate him because he like, oh, he got up in my face. You could say
How tall are you? How tall are you, Genetric?
I'm 5'11".
Really? And he's big on height.
I'm
Height is,
6'9",
He
but 5'11".
5'11"? I didn't know Kite was that
you
tall.
know, he he's a bully at his heart as well. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
and so he thought you were mean mugging him.
yes. He thought me mugging him, but that wasn't the case. I was just really confused, like,
You
In
know what
shock.
fights to pick.
yeah, and shocked, and like most people is. That's how most people is.
Right.
But but yeah, that's how that happened.
And
And I experienced a lot in those 6 months. Like it was just like if you were sick, like because I the thing is I don't think enough people talk about this, but um I had got me personally. I'm not gonna say everybody they can say their own testimony stuff, but um I had got sick when I came down there on the diet. My stomach was hurting. I was throwing up.
the B6 diet.
Yeah, and I was getting headaches and stuff like that. Now I will say that after I did all that, my skin did get clear, but I think that's because I wasn't eating meat, so I ate
Ah,
meat, so it did do some good because my skin was glowing and my pimples went away and stuff like
but you almost died.
that. It did feel crazy though. It did feel crazy, and
Hey,
I think it was
Izzy.
just my body. It's just shock, like
Yes, you have to
shock.
ease into those kind of drastic eating
Yeah,
habits.
but there you can't do that. You can't do that. Numerous people came and got sick or felt some type of way with their body. So that was and the part that sucked the most was that when
You
you was
hungry?
sick, I remember Tron came up to me and was like, "Yo, suck it up, man. Like you've been sick. You've been just like try to get you to like not be sick. It's like stupid.
No
Like
compassion.
yeah, no, it wasn't no compassion. It's like because in carbonation you can't you can't relax.
You
Like
can't relax and you can't show weakness.
you can't show weakness, or else they're gonna think it's a demon or something. So the only time you really got to relax is when you went to sleep, like before, like in your own little um area going to sleep. So
So so that you were there for 6 months.
yeah, yeah, and that 6 months, I don't know if I ever talked about this online, but I remember we was going on a road trip to Cancun, and this is when Velvet was there too, and we was in. It was me, Pice, I think True was there, Mente, Velvet, Nature Boy, Rambo, and I believe. Oh no, I'm saying all the code names,
It's okay
but
because
yeah, yeah.
we understand.
And then this is where I'm going in my mind, but so it was us in a van, and they had got into a fight, and I just remember him going upside her head, and like she was
Uh,
bleeding. Yeah,
Oh,
she was bleeding. I think I forgot what was bleeding. I think her nose was bleeding
oh
because she
oh
God.
had
no, is that when he was smacking her on top of the head?
he punched her in the
Uh,
nose. Yeah, he
oh,
punched her in the nose, and it was me.
Oh
We
my
all
God.
saw it because she was bleeding and stuff. And like, this is what you do to yourself. That's all. That's what he say every time. And that 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 triggered trauma because I've had that happen in my life before carbonation. So
right.
seeing it happen, um, and I don't mind sharing with my grandparents, but
R-
yeah, and that triggered a lot because I already had stuff with my mom and my stepdad. My stepdad didn't necessarily physically abuse my mom, but you know, I've seen abuse. So
Right.
the point I'm trying to make. So that triggered it a lot. That triggered it a lot, and I felt
That's another
So,
so
incident,
like
though.
that.
That's not the slap
When it
one.
happened, I felt so crazy. Like
did you
I was
have an
just like, man,
instinct to?
See, this is why you cannot answer the questions for people because this is another incident. He's like, no, this one he punched in the nose. It's so many times they got they behind whipped. Some we don't know. That's why you got to let them finish what they were saying, right? This one she got to know. He didn't say slapped up in the head. He said punch straight in the nose. God, every time I turn around, every time I hit poor Velvet, poor Velvet, every time I turn around, everybody got the story of her and Malaya, boy, her and Malaya. Mm-mm-mm. Can you imagine that big nasty old thing going straight for somebody's nose? And you can lose conscious there too, depending on how hard they punch you in the
That's
nose.
traumatizing. My stepmother got beat while she was driving by her husband when we was in a car and we was little, and it was traumatizing as hell. And I am 49 and I still remember that. And unfortunately, she's not here because some other man unalived her on Valentine's Day.
Jesus. See, this is why we got to keep that information going. This is why we got to keep that information going. Just because of things like this, we have to keep the information going because some people may not think that's why I said you're going to keep going around in the same loop, right? Until you learn them red flags, right? And then even though if somebody do something to you, that blame is on them. But the part you play is that blame is on you because it takes two to tango, right? It takes two to tango. Now, if I somebody beating you up or whatever, they got to answer for that. You got to answer to, damn, I should have seen the red flag. Oh, I should have been done left. Oh, I knew this wasn't right. Maybe I shouldn't have stayed quiet. A lot of time women like to let stuff slide. Stop letting stuff slide. They want you to let it slide. We get so used to letting stuff slide that no, this stuff ain't slidable. The only person gonna slide is us and bust ourselves in the head. Oh, I caught that. Oh, I'm real smart. He think he's smarter than me. These men sit back laughing at us. Like
Also, ladies, don't be afraid to not let a man in your personal space when you do not know him. It is okay. My fashion design teacher had to tell me that because a guy kept being, in my personal space on campus, and I was nervous about it, and even like catching a bus and stuff because he would catch the bus with, on the same bus. And she said it is okay for you to tell him, I don't want you in my personal space. You don't have to, be nice to him because you feel afraid. No, tell him I don't want you in my personal space, and that's that.
Say that in the beginning. Don't don't wait. Tell your boundaries in the beginning, right? So the minute they cross it, right, they can't never say they didn't heard it and keep it moving. We have to be not afraid to be by ourselves. It's okay, right? It's okay to
Yep.
walk away. We kind of fool ourselves into wasting time because we think that we ain't gonna find nobody else, and he's gonna be happy with the next person. I'm gonna be all by myself because men can get women so fast, and it's so hard for us women, and then we can't do it because I don't want to give up the panani, and then whatever. So I'd rather stay stuck with this. No, say it in the
Sugar.
beginning. Say what you mean and mean what you say.
My
Right? This is my bound.
25-year-old son said that yesterday. Exactly what you just said. He said, I don't understand why women, have a hard time with being by themselves. He was, talking to me about an issue with his older sister, and he was like, expressing how he felt about some of the men that I chose, and he told me that he's glad that I'm by myself now, that I'm just having this relationship with God and doing my own thing, because nobody on this planet, especially your sons, wants to see you getting abused by a man.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. And we all been through a lot, right? So we already like hopefully we all learned the lesson and we got out that loop. But for people who's listening, get out the loop. You're gonna keep going around and around and around and around, right? And get out of I'm not taking nothing from anything, but I give them all the blame. But what you should be doing is stop talking less about the abuser, right? And think about all the parts that you got abused. Like, damn, right? Because soon as you keep putting it on the abuser, which he gets every bit of blame, every bit, but for you to get out the loop, you got to say the things that you did to yourself. You ain't got to say it to nobody. You don't take no blame for his actions, but you got to keep saying to yourself, damn, I keep blah blah blah, right? I should did this from the beginning because we're gonna think it anyway. We're gonna think it anyway. I knew since I seen that I should have said something. We'd rather stay with a guy, right? Because we feel we want proof, or in relationships because we feel we want proof. No, you bring me the proof. I'm not gonna stick with you to get the proof, right? I'm gonna leave you and you bring me the proof, right? But we know because we already know our intuition is telling us what this person is doing. But we think that we want to waste time because we need proof. Just so we can say, see, MF, I ain't stupid. But
Right.
that traps us every time. Just to say, I got you. No, you got yourself. Because the more times you let him slide, the more time he's having or they're having sexual relations. You don't know what he's gonna bring home to you. You're giving them more opportunity for them to have more unprotected, or maybe they both each other side pieces. Then he go home or she go home to their regular person, and whatever they do, they bring it back to you. Time is of the essence. It's traumatizing to young men who watch their mothers being abused. They feel helpless because they are too young to physically intervene, and others make them aggressive. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. You know, I don't think that's a sight a child never forgets. I don't care how old they get.
Mm-mm.
That's a sight a child never forgets. I don't care how much better mom is doing. I don't care if mom get every award, become the richest person on earth. That's a sight a child never forget. Is somebody that person you love watching somebody strike that person and beat that person and seeing tears roll out their eyes and they trying to front. I'm okay, but you can feel every bit of their pain. You will see that sight forever. You can never not see that again. And now imagine on a regular basis. Izzy, if you want to come up, Izzy. If you want to come up,
This
I'm
is
gonna let
why I
you play.
decided to not date.
Hmm.
I said this is why I decided to not date anymore and just keep on working on myself because
Yes, I
I
desynthesize men. Exactly. Say it the right way. I desynthesize them and put it on me. Love me.
Mhm. Yes. Yes. I made myself the center. I made God the
Exactly.
center and me under God.
Well, I didn't. Well, I know what you mean, but God is already there. I ain't make God nothing. He is right. He is.
Right, he is. Right. That's true. I am. So he is. But yes.
Come up, Izzy. I ain't got my glasses, so I'm trying to read y'all stuff. Y'all go pop. We go pop up, and please, I want y'all to When one of my moms want to drop my sugar babes, I might be starting to go over there. I might be starting to go to my sugar babes. Okay, I might do that. Hey, is
Hi,
baby.
Izzy.
Hey
Hello,
Izzy.
Now
everyone.
we fine, baby. I couldn't read nothing, so you could say what you was typing in. Now, what was you saying, sweetie?
Oh, no, in the comments, I was just saying that I can understand what you were saying because I remember my mom going through a situation where she had a machete held to her throat, and I can remember that when I was like maybe 4 or 5 years old. Something I can, it's other stuff I can't really remember,
Hmm.
but like I remember that.
You will never not unsee it, right?
Oh yeah.
At awakening. Oh, that's you. I'm so when you up here, I just call you Izzy. I'm like, who's awakening? Right, right, that's you.
Oh yeah, because y'all don't put that up here. Y'all don't
Now
put
I
that shit
like
up
it
here.
better as Izzy.
It's too
I ain't got
long.
my I ain't got my glasses on. Leave me alone.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I understand.
Oh man. Okay,
I'm
let's
sorry
get
you
back
had to
into.
see that, Izzy. Sorry you had to see
Hmm.
that.
Oh yeah, so I mean, yeah, so like it's definitely, keen that, you know, you try to protect your child from things like that at a very young age because it's like, yeah, they can't even do anything about it. They can't do nothing but just watch. So it's like, yeah, it's terrifying.
Who in New York now? Who that y'all hear that that little boy is not here no more. That the mother's boyfriend went to jail, came out. That little baby,
No.
that little baby, not the little baby. He's not a baby, but he tried
You
to
talking about,
protect his mama.
yeah, he shot the guy?
No, the guy shot. The guy pop out him.
Oh, well, I seen the one where the guy he shot the other guy for hitting his mom. And like, yeah, he shot him and he went to jail, but he
No,
got out.
no, this just happened.
Wow,
This
that's
just
crazy.
happened like yesterday,
That's so
right?
sad.
And the mother was pregnant, and I guess for some reason, and I'm like, damn, that big, yo, that's why I'm telling you, I am telling, even though you can have your own pow, but reality is who gets to their pow first, right? Yeah, we both got one. Everybody got one. It's who gets to it first, right? And if somebody's already walking in with their pow, what you gonna do, right? Or if you got yours in your purse and theirs already out, what you gonna do, right? We, I don't know, but it's just so sad. He's a baby,
Yeah, cause
and
you was
that
trying to
and
protect your mom, man. Like, I mean, that's an honorable way to go. It's really, I mean, it's an honorable way to go, but
uh,
it's like, dang, it's sad, like that he was that young. What was he
I
like?
don't know
Maybe.
how old he was, but I'll pull it up after this. I'm gonna pull it up.
Okay,
I'll,
okay. I thought you were saying like maybe he's a kid now. Yeah, if
he's
he's a
still a
kid, that's
kid,
sad.
but he's a kid. But that go to show you certain things. Nature boy, we hate him, but certain things he say is true. Not for everybody. I don't know everybody to say everybody, but a lot of men don't like your kids. They just need some place to rest their head.
Yeah, he could. Yeah, cause he did say, yeah, he was like saying some crazy stuff about, oh, if she
Yeah, but
has somebody else kid, I want to like unalive them. I remember
Yeah,
he
but
said that.
that's how a lot of men are, right? That's why a lot of kids and they step parents. Oh gosh, hold on, y'all can chop it up.
Well, I don't want to say that about every man, cause Kev, I know you in the chat, bro. So it's like, but I get what you saying though, sugar. Yeah, like it's a group of men that think that like, cause they're savages.
I'm just so exhausted of all this nonsense. I really am.
Yeah, it can be it can be, but I love having these conversations with y'all because it's very entertaining.
Conversations for sure, and I'm happy that there is a space so people could speak their mind and be real and actual and factual. And because when people hold it in or try to pacify it, that's what also builds up the anger and the rage and like oh God, like I'm just sick of these stories. I wish the sane people would do more speaking up.
Yeah, and I wish it wasn't our people. Not to
Well,
sound like
it's
racist or anything. I just wish it wasn't our people.
it's everybody. Don't let them have you believing that it's just our people
Oh yeah,
because
you're
it's
right, because
not.
it was majority of like Caucasians there at first. You're right. You're right. But I wonder why he didn't act like that with them. Why you want to get crazy with your own people?
Well, he didn't. You see, he had that other white boy on the floor too. I mean, if you're talking about cults, so there's cults in every culture, every land, every civilization. There's a cult everywhere.
Well, you're
Mhm.
right. You're right. You're right. But
It's just like what you're exposed to. What do you watch
yeah.
more? You watching Seinfeld, or you watching Girlfriends? Like you feel me? Like so, it
Yo,
makes you
that's the
feel like
show
what.
right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
And it
man, I
makes you
watch
feel like
both.
My
I know.
girlfriend. My girl.
But you know, a lot of our people don't watch the other side. They don't even peep it like that, and then it has us feeling like we in a fishbowl, and it's really not the case. It's not the case. They
Yeah,
want us
you're
to
right. You're
believe
right.
that.
They just outed ours. They just outed ours. You're right.
They want us to believe that. That's how to keep us tamed and docile, and you know, self pitying and attacking each other too, instead of trying to protect.
Oh no, I wouldn't attack none of them. It's just some of the stuff they was doing there. Like some of the stuff they was doing there was just wow, for real.
He knew who to try it on.
Like I don't think none of them is like stupid or anything like that. I wouldn't be that harsh to say that, but it's I don't know. I think I would just blame it on like a lack of education, maybe, or just life experience. You
That
know,
especially because he was a lot older than most of them, especially towards the end.
yeah. It's
It was
it's like saying every guy should know how to change a tire. They're not gonna know if they didn't have any male figure, male role model to show them how.
well in school they used to teach you how to change a tire, and if you know you
Yeah,
and
CPR. They used to teach CPR.
yeah, and you can't rest on that whole oh daddy wasn't there, or mommy wasn't there either, because at this stage of the game, at a certain time, you should know where your faults lie, and
Do you mean
they
at the
try to.
certain age that they are, like the age that they are,
They
all in
know
their
if
20s
you
and
could
30s?
say if you could say daddy or mommy wasn't there, then that means you know enough to try to mitigate those problems.
Try to find someone that could teach you. Yeah.
Try to find a solution. Cause like I said, was it yesterday? There was a time when all the men went off to war, from poorest to the richest, blackest to the
Oh
whitest,
yeah,
all the. So
yeah.
what's their
They didn't have a
excuse?
choice. Yep.
And you don't make nobody unique that daddy wasn't there. Especially nowadays, most people grow up in a split household. If they're lucky enough to have a father figure or mother figure, most of the time they a step. You
And
better
most
cross
I
your
women
get
fingers
what
for
you're
a good
saying.
one.
I get what you're saying. Are Are you saying like they didn't even try to take, some of them didn't try to take the steps to learning those things? Are you saying that?
I am. If it's something as simple as changing a car tire, they looking for pity parties. They use their pity to put them on a pedestal. That's
Yeah,
just my
I
personal
will admit
opinion.
some of them are. I will admit some of them, yeah, especially the older ones. I will
My
admit that.
hope, my view definitely is most Americans. Now I would say 95% of us have it better than 95% of the world. Like if you really look out, venture out, expand your
Yes,
horizons
most
and see.
definitely. Hmm.
Yeah, we
I
have a
will
whole
agree.
lot to be great thankful for, and they keep us in a box for a reason. There's kids,
I'll agree
there's
with that.
women.
Maybe I'm too nice. Maybe I'm too nice. Like I, you know, like I be trying to like, you know, and they say being nice can get you killed. So hey, I can't do nothing but agree with you.
Don't let them change you. Just be aware that your niceness is not alone in the world. So just be aware, but don't change.
You can be nice, but just use discernment.
Yep,
When you use discernment,
discernment.
I
that'll guide
swear,
you.
like I need to go to church or something, like, because I be my discerning is all off. Like I be
Just
It's
talk
falling
to
for it
God and ask Him
sometimes.
for it. Talk to
it
God and ask Him for it. I'm telling you, I'm a witness. He will give it to you. And you will
Izzy,
be like, word, wow.
I'm sure you get plenty of discernment. You're not a dumb chick. Like I'm sure you get that little voice in your head telling you, peep game, basically.
Like
I wouldn't
they
do
bull
that.
essing, yeah, they bull essing.
If you got to convince yourself otherwise, normally it's your discernment telling you to fall back.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I grew up Christian, so it's like, you know, they be trying to say, oh, you know, God forgives and Jesus loves everybody and you should love everybody. That is just how I grew up. So
I
that's,
grew up
even though
Christian,
that's kind of a cultish
Baptist.
too. It was
It
pretty
is true,
cultish.
but at the same time, God wants us to expose the things that are wrong, like what we're discussing,
That's
all of
true.
this stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a double-edged sword, you know. And yeah, it's a fine line, but if you know that what you're speaking about or speaking for or standing for is truth, you know, you
Mm.
just pray about it and just talk to God about it. I talk to God like I talk to y'all, and
Mhm.
oh my God, I'm about to cry. It's a
Don't
wonderful
cry. Don't
Don't
cry.
cry,
See, I don't
Kiki.
be trying to get, see them, I'm going on mute.
no,
I ain't trying to.
it's just a
It's okay.
wonderful
Let it out,
experience.
Kiki. Yes,
You
let
know,
it out.
it's just a wonderful experience, especially because of the trauma that I've gone through and I'm doing the work. And I've noticed a lot of people that have not will accuse me of not doing my work. And I'm like, I'm in counseling right now. I got a psychiatrist,
Mm.
a counselor. I had two psychiatrists, but I stopped the one because uh, you know, paperwork and all of that. But just I just want people to be better because I know that God wants people to be better. Like He made us for a purpose to touch people's lives
For real,
and to have an
exactly.
effect on people so that they can be better. He like we're so special and we don't even know it.
Mhm.
Every
Mhm.
person is special.
Yeah. I mean, y'all women are powerful. All of y'all, everything y'all saying is powerful, right? But we're gonna give this type of conversation to either my sugar babes or my street talks. We're just gonna be using reusable stuff.
Yeah, that's
And
why I said I wasn't trying to like,
I'm,
you know,
I'm
I
not
wasn't
gonna
trying
talk
to.
about it right
I got
now.
Lakita
I,
crying. I wasn't trying to like.
no, no, no. Hudson know what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna talk about it right now. But what I would just say, they stopped my notifications to them bastards. What? Anyway, Hudson, no, I just don't want to talk about that right now. But Hudson, no. Right? She was an
Thank,
eyewitness.
thank you though, Lakita.
She
Thank
was.
you for like, you know,
Yep.
sharing that with, you know, because
Yes,
No.
yes,
we are.
yes. But I wanna. We're gonna have talk. I'm just not giving it to the sugar love and getting it. Damn it. That's that bullshit. But we're gonna listen to more of this, right? But it's power. Like I said, it's powerful. Powerful. We some powerful I don't know which one of y'all said we some powerful human beings. I don't know, but that touched me. Whoever said that last sentence touched
That
my
was
heart.
Lakita. That was Lakita.
Yeah, that now she done changed it to Lakita. God dang it! See, you should have stuck with
Listen, I
Keisha.
don't
I
Damn it!
care.
wait.
You see
Hold
that? You
on.
see that? You see
I
that?
like God.
You
Hilarious.
wanted to go fancy, right? You
Hilarious.
wanted to go
Wait.
fancy, huh?
Hold on. Okay.
Fancy,
Well,
huh?
what's your name? I'm so sorry. I'm so
Kiki.
sorry.
You looking for that
It,
Kiki?
it's you can
It's
just say
Kiki.
Kiki.
Do you love
Kiki.
me? Are
Okay,
you
I can
riding?
remember that. I can
Hey,
remember that. Okay. Bet. I got you.
Oh my goodness. I love you guys.
she says. I said you want to be fancy, huh? You
Love
fancy,
you
huh?
too.
Oh, you fancy.
I swear I thought it was Lakita. I swear. I'm
That's because
like,
she want to be she want to be fancy, huh? She fancy, huh? So that's what I call it. Kiki. Just
nah,
say
my
Kiki,
phone is small, so it's like, bro.
Kiki or Cece, right? Well, we're gonna say Kiki because she got the keys, baby.
You want to
Wrong.
step in?
Mm, yeah, I did, but I was scared. I was
Yeah.
scared to
I
step in
mean,
because I was scared to step in because, well, I had thoughts in my mind like, well, that's between them. Like, I can't, I don't want to, I'm new. What can I do? Like, I just got here. Like,
right.
like, I don't know what they got going on. That's between them. That's how I looked at it. But my
Hmm.
instinct was to, say something or do something. And that's what I wanted to get into in this interview is that I think for me personally, I can't speak for all the other men, but I always felt guilty, like seeing them get abused, like. But when the mindset that all the men had was that these women deserve it, or we need to beat the European mind out of them, and
Hmm.
and that the cops gonna do it. So what's wrong with us doing it?
That's crazy. He was
So
one of the
that's what
youngest one, first one to
that's what the
speak
men
out.
is taught. That's what we
One of the
taught in
youngest one.
carbonation is that they women are devils. Women are devils. That's what we was taught. But then it's so many contradictions because we would have meetings about. He would tell us, man, these women ain't shit, man. Like, oh, I want to lead them. He would talk about how polygamy. He was having a headache because of polygamy, and like I just don't want. I don't want to deal with these b words and they devils and y'all are. I rather just have the men around me. Um, and guess what? After that he'd go back upstairs with the women and say the same thing about us. Like,
Absolutely.
oh, these men ain't like these men don't. They're not as special as y'all.
Nothing
Like,
hard for you.
basically trying to start a war between us.
But don't you understand why that was happening?
Oh yeah, yeah, most definitely. I understand. I understand what he was doing because
He was trying to start a
at the
battle
end
of the
of the
sex.
day, like
Triangulation in
you
his
can't
finance
you
textbook.
it's impossible for you to
Absolutely.
have your own wife,
Hmm.
and that was so that we won't interfere with him abusing them
Yes.
because it's just like, oh yeah, they deserve it. Yeah, so
Did you ever
that
have a
was
wife in carbonation?
no, no,
Hmm.
no.
Were you still in love with
Nobody
your?
did.
I mean, you know what I mean.
Nah,
Did he ever mate you up with anyone?
yeah, 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 he did,
And how did you
but
handle that?
um, it wasn't even for long. Like, it wasn't for long. It was like a couple days. But I can't even really talk. I don't even want to talk about that. But
I got it. I got it.
yeah, but yeah, he made us up all the time, like, or not necessarily made us up, but just like we would be in a group, like in a circle,
Yes,
and we was forced to, like, even if you didn't like nobody, we was forced to say that we liked this person.
I've heard that.
Yeah, so that was the thing that was traumatizing too, because some people really didn't like the person they picked somebody that they were just cool with because it things is constantly changing in carbonation, and that's what drove us insane, or like make us like restless. Is that
Keep you
things rule?
on the edge.
Yeah, we was always on the edge because things is always changing. So sometimes he would say, "Y'all sisters and brothers, y'all don't need to be you acting awkward and stuff like that." Because it was one moment in Mexico when I was first down there. I'm not gonna say the name of the person, but he made the person get in front of us, topless, and that was something that we didn't really want to do, like, because we had our heads down and like it was just awkward, like it was just awkward because we
Mm-hmm.
wasn't
Sounds
used to
like
that, the
velvet.
men, and because we was being awkward, we got in trouble for being awkward, but really we was trying to just be respectful.
Respectful to the woman.
Yeah, but
But he didn't like
he's
that.
trying to, yeah, he's trying to make us
Bro,
like
that's
him. So
weird. That's
he,
weird.
yeah, pervert us, and he took somebody, and I'm not gonna say who, like I said, but and put him in front of us and was like, look at her, like y'all need to stop being so awkward. It's just this, like it's just naked. It's nothing to be crazy like awkward about. Like, and so that
That's
was the thing
crazy,
that
man. That's
it just
crazy.
constantly back and forth, just like, well, y'all being disrespectful. Y'all need to look the other way. And then the next moment, well, y'all sisters and brothers. Like, so
That's a
it just
He
drove us
referred to
manipulation
you.
crazy.
tactic.
He referred to you guys as sisters and brothers.
Inconsistency.
At what sometimes he would, um, we a family. Like, oh, we a family.
I got you.
There'd be no awkwardness. Yeah.
Right.
But
Right.
then he posted on Twitter sex scenes, and so yeah. Hey, 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 hey.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah. I just
Oh
give me a
yeah.
second.
The Knicks must have won.
So you get kicked out, and then where do you go? What do you do?
Me and Mente, we left on the bus to Texas. No, Mente went somewhere else. I went to Texas, and um, I think around that time, I just went back to my grandma's house because I was staying with my grandma, and it that was a shock. It was crazy because it
Coming
was
back
like,
home?
yeah, it was a big shock because I still believed, see, because I didn't leave mentally. I just got kicked out.
What was your
So
family's reaction?
um, good. It wasn't. It
Did they
wasn't.
have
I didn't
another
like
baby?
get handed, like I didn't get yelled at or nothing.
Oh, that's good. You said
Did they have? Cause I hear it sound like. Remember, she had the little girl, but that other cry sound like a newborn cry. He done got her
Oh yeah,
pregnant
they
again.
did. They did. They did have another baby. I think this is
Another
a different
girl, boy.
girl. This is a different girl.
This ain't the one that he took from That's not the one that who the second baby mama, the one he took from Puerto Rico.
I don't think so. Cause he said he was married before, and he's been married a year now.
Yeah, that's that girl. But it sound like they
But I
don't have.
know
Oh,
they did have another baby. I do know that.
he must have had another one because you hear two. You hear one going one. I hear a newborn cry in that. You don't hear that the newborn sound. I'm gonna let it play. You gonna hear older.
Yeah, we
Oh,
heard
okay.
it.
Hopefully every night Nature Boy hear that damn cry. Hope baby love cry and all in his ear. Elizabeth, yeah, and she put Elizabeth there. I can't be remembering these people's names. Shoot, what was
That's
the other name she had?
That's Tanisha's middle name too.
Yeah. Now when we get to her, I might not play her. Right, I might not play her because I really want to hear him. No offense to you, Elizabeth, but we got to keep this show going.
so. You
Like my
had a.
grandma, my grandma was happy
Mhm.
when I came. She was smiling. I remember she was smiling.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, because 6 months is a long time to be without you.
Yeah, yeah, because I already had told her all this stuff, but you
Oh,
know,
you told her about carbonation,
Ow!
yeah, yeah. Before I
Child.
left,
and what were her thoughts as a
oh,
Baptist?
she just like that's silly, that's foolishness. My grandma funny, but she's like
That's good.
this foolishness. You worship another man, or um, she's like what, like what? She's just confused.
Right.
But she never, my grandma never tried to control me or nothing. So she
Mm-hmm.
never made me feel like um, she just warning me. She just warned me.
She didn't judge you.
Yeah, she never. I never felt judgment from her.
Grandmother coming through once again. Amen, Aaron Dixon. Amen. Yes, I had a grandmother who lived in the home with me. My both my grandparents lived in our home, and it's nothing like it. Nothing
Yeah,
like a grandmother's love.
yeah, it's nothing like it. And my 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 grandma passed away 2 years ago. Was it 2 years ago?
That's been like two
It's been
babies.
a year. Yeah, 2 years ago.
Crazy.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
So that
But
was
you're lucky.
and but I did. I came back just in time, like just in time. And the crazy part is that she was on she was hospice. So I the night that she passed away, I was there. Or she passed away in the morning, but I was there. It was me and my cousin.
Oh,
I was there when she passed away. So
that is
that
so good.
yeah, it was, and she saw Sakani when she was a baby. So
That's
she
your
got
oldest daughter or your middle daughter?
my middle daughter. So she saw
Middle.
her when that happened.
So he got
She
three
saw her
girls.
before that happened.
He
Excuse
can't
me,
make no
before she
boys.
passed. So that was good.
Oh
The only
yes.
thing that really ate me up alive was the fact that my grandma wanted to see my firstborn because she raised my firstborn a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, you need to go try to get that baby back." But I never got to in time. So
Damn nature
Oh
boy.
man. Yeah.
yeah,
Things
so
Damn
like
that ate.
that.
nature boy.
I was angry for a long time about that. Um,
And so your opinion about women were pretty low. Can I say
oh yeah,
that?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. And that's not carbonation. That's the carbonation kind of just amplified that
Hmm.
because I already had sexual trauma before then.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and that's the one thing that I'll say about me personally. I like I said, I can't speak for everybody else because everybody else is different
Right.
in intentions. But me personally, I already had like, and trauma is something that this is a misconception about trauma. But trauma is a experience that happens that damages your brain. So I had traumatic experiences when I was younger, and not having a father affected me. I grew up with a lot of women, so a lot
Mm-hmm.
of I don't have no uncles.
Wow.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't have.
All aunts.
I have uncles on my dad's side, but I didn't grow up with my dad. So,
Okay.
mhm.
Wow.
So yeah, and then yeah, yeah,
So you came home. Grandma was like, "Boy, I'm so glad you back."
yeah. Mhm.
And
Just glad I was back.
how'd you end up back at carbonation?
Like I said, I got kicked out, so my mind was still there. Um, I ended up going back because during that time I made music, so that was the one thing that held me on to being like a special person in the group.
Right.
Like because people leave and come all the time, but I was different because I made music and he liked the way I made music, and
What
so
is
that
your
was
what do you when you say you make music? Tell me what that entails. You rap? Do you engineer? Do
oh
you write?
singing, making beats,
Okay.
yeah. So it was singing, making beats, stuff like that, and then so that would be the thing that that he wanted me to come back for. Like oh yeah, like your music fire. You need to come back. And like you could come back and
Somebody saying Denedric is super. Oh, BB said Denedric is super talented. We can't hear you, Kite. Your mic is done out.
We have so many sonically talented brothers. They really need to like take some proper classes, learn how to read music and stuff.
I was just about to say, yeah, her and Kite, they doing the damn thing. I ain't gonna hold you. They doing the damn thing.
Can't hear you.
But you can't just sit there with like one sounding like, sounding board with 6 squares on it,
Uh-oh. I
banging
think you hit
away.
the
You
mute
gotta put
button.
into work.
Nah, that's real though. Some of them little soundboards they use for the for like the YouTube content. They had the little one laugh on there. Ah.
Is it windy there?
Nah, I don't. It's so deep that when you leave, you expect it in your mind not to be able to find love, not to be able to find purpose, and not to be able to find happiness, because the happiness and the love and all of that was connected to only carbonation, as far as the program goes.
Mm-hmm.
So when you leave, you can't have none of that. So even if you do find somebody that you really truly love and be with, um, that was, it made it seem like, nah, that person's a demon and y'all did that out of trauma, so because I mean the thing is, the trauma thing or the demon thing, that happens, it's gonna happen regardless. Like even a regular person that don't got no trauma or nothing, like just because they're not brainwashed with the so-called knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
that makes them a demon. So
Right.
and I constantly got pulled back in too as well, because some of the members would call me, hey man, like what you doing? You're not proclaiming, you're not, so that pulled me back in too.
And did you submit your social media account over to them?
Like you talking about my password and all of that?
How I don't know. How much of it did they force you?
I don't think so, because I wasn't like that. It's a ranking system, so that was another thing. The A and B team is that was I feel like that was used to um make it to where who could be the most loyal to him, so we all could be loyal to him. So I remember me, Pice, and excuse me, I want to call him by their real name, but me, Armand, and Ish, I think that's his real name, first name Ishmael.
Mm-hmm.
We would constantly be on the B team, and we seen the A team get handed to, so we still had to do a lot of chores and cleaning up and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But we knew that, okay, well, B team ain't that bad because we get more time to actually do what we want to do. So
you guys had a little more freedom.
We had a little bit more freedom, right? And so that was a thing that was a constant battle. But we still wanted to be favored by Eligio. So we still wanted to be favored by Eligio. So that battle of like, damn, I'm not enough, that was there.
Mm.
Yeah. So
he always kept you wanting to please him more and more.
Yeah. But it ain't about. It's not about. That's not that. He covered it up with healing your trauma and the mission and stuff like that. It wasn't. It wasn't
blatant.
Displayed as you pleasing me more. It was displayed as like, oh yeah, this person healing their trauma more than you. This person working on themselves more than you. But really, it was just this person is pleasing me more. This person is submitting to me more.
Mm-hmm. Even by you ratting out your friend, did you do that to curry favor with him? Think you're more loyal than everybody else. You're coming to me with somebody who's being a heretic?
At the time, not necessarily. I just felt it was the right thing to do. Yeah, at the time, not necessarily. Nah, it wasn't to like get this notoriety or nothing like that. It was just I don't want nobody talking bad about him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember when you left.
Mhm.
You were still. I mean, I don't know which time this was that you left, but and I guess that happened later on. Where you were still defending him.
Yeah, I was still defending him because like I said, my mind wasn't all the way out of there. My mind was never all the way out of there until like the last time I left,
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay,
that's thanks to my wife too. So
that's what I was hoping we would get to. I wanted to know more about the music. Did you perform or have a hand at any of those songs that he posted and the videos they did? What was your part?
later, I didn't really have a lot of um, I guess you can say hits like in the group,
Mm-hmm.
but I uh, I did at one point. I was making all the beats, so I was making a lot of different instrumentals for everybody. Yeah, that
They
was my
all
part
say
that I
that. They
played.
gonna have to make up their mind.
Okay,
Who did
okay,
your music?
and
They all say the
tell us
same
which
thing.
songs. I mean, we want to listen to them now that we know that they're by you.
Let me go downstairs and see if I got more pipe in my locker. Cool.
Uh-uh.
I'm gonna go downstairs and get more pipe.
Sorry, yeah, it cut off.
Okay.
What would you did you? What,
I said, tell me just one of them so I can look it up because I can't. It doesn't have uh production notes on all the songs.
Well, you got to get
oh
And I
yeah,
was
I
copyright to
hoping
play
did some
the
songs too.
music.
knew that you were different. Now you know that difference is a good thing. I think
Yeah,
that's the valid.
what's his name? Ketsu, and
I remember.
I was on live. Yeah, we was on live.
Rambo,
No, it was the same thing. Same thing. Like,
Rambo,
oh, my vibes is off.
Remember,
Dumbo.
Were you trying to
I was trying to stay. I was hurt that time. I was crying and stuff. I was crying really because I'm like, damn, like what am I going what am I supposed to do with my life? That was the big thing that I was going through an eternal battle, with my own self. Like I was just confused on what like my purpose in life was
right?
because I had got kicked out again. So I'm like, dang, like maybe it's just something within me that's like, I ain't fully let go
Ain't
of my
even the
attachments,
woman.
stuff like. But I
What
still
the
wanted to like live that same like lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
So I was still on that mindset. It still didn't go away, even after that.
Wow.
That's why I kept coming back because it didn't go away.
Right. Oh yeah. I get that.
Because I didn't even know it was a cult. I'm just thinking like, damn, there's something wrong with me. I need to fix myself. Maybe I just go and leave and fix myself, and then I can come back again. So yeah.
So you and is this and when you left this time? Is this when you ran into Liz?
No. Um. No, that's not the time I ran into her. I ran into her. This was during Puerto Rico after I left Puerto Rico.
Okay, so you leave, for you're in for 3 days. Is that Janae when she has talked about that you got the ball rolling?
Oh yeah, that was in Atlanta. That was in Atlanta when I came. I think that was when we met in 2021. Me and Liz met in 2021.
Okay.
Around the time she left her cult.
Right. Well, I forgot to ask you this. Who named you Kite?
I did.
You named yourself Kite.
I told you I was different, man.
How long had you been going by Kite?
That was when I think everybody had a name, so Like before I
It's
joined,
also a
I seen him
anime
online. I was
character
like,
though,
yeah, I need
sugar.
a name. So I just
It's an
And you
anime
came
know,
character
up with
name for
that
it.
because
It's a great name. It's a
I
great.
and it's and you could again. I don't know, but usually when they try to form that individuality, and I was the one making the beats. When you hear that, that makes you go, right? Because usually like Aaron talks regular, right? Not I was one doing the beats. I was one doing it. Like when they say that to me, they're searching for manhood, or they're trying to show you, hey, I did a lot. I mean, that's just what it sounds like to me. That's just me, right? I don't know what
When
happened with
I
him.
hear
Yeah, to like trying to have individuality.
when I hear Puerto Rico, I want to go ho.
Black people, up Puerto Rico. That's been my
Puerto
jam, right?
Rico. Hey.
Hey, hey. Doom, 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 doom. I found my son. This thing like old as my son, his little beat machine. I ain't got nothing. I got a little beat machine. Stop playing. Stop playing. Make a sound, damn it.
Not a beat machine.
For he had this since he was a little boy. How you cut the sucker? Yeah, y'all keep messing with me.
DJ Clue, better watch out.
Not
So,
D. Hey, DJ Sugar.
so that's why I say something
DJ
stupid. I'm a
Sugar.
Pull up
no.
a beat selector.
Actually, my DJ name was DJ Stay Up, right? Because back in the days, baby, that's how we made our money off well, sorry, them CD, them cassette tapes, did the CDs. So we used to do that. Come on now. I know you ain't. I wouldn't have found this. I was going to throw the West Tennessee. This thing is old as him. But it's
Was
so
it
crazy. When he was baby, this looked so big. Now he grown. I'm like, now it looks so small.
was y'all Funk Master Flex the same night Miss Taste? I used to go on and on and on and
Him
off
and
and
it
on.
depends on him and DJ and Mr. C.
Yes, Mr. C too. Yep.
And Mr. C is crazy because that's my goddaughter uncle, right?
With
Right.
the bald head.
That's my
He looked
goddaughter
like somebody
uncle.
uncle. He
But
looked like somebody uncle.
his
No
brother
cap. The only
his
time I
brother
ever heard of Flex was on the Get Down. My bad.
his brother who would be my goddaughter's father. They literally look like twins.
Really?
Yeah, all of them look like him. All the brothers. God rest in peace. One of his brothers passed, but all of them look just alike, right?
They look like the younger uncles than that you find at a cookout.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. We became cool. We became cool, but it was like bumping heads in the beginning. Screw face, screw face, screw face, screw face, right? But I think when the brother had passed away, and it was at that, yeah. You know what? I tell you, I gotta let y'all know all the little stars that I know,
Everybody in New York, there's 6 degrees of separation. I swear to God, we all 3 degrees of separation from
right?
somebody.
And
Baby,
it's
I feel
all
the same way in LA.
it would be well, remember all mines is will be before David. Mine's is like we like went to school. He's like, oh shit, you on the radio? Like right. But
Hmm.
this is like I don't like know them like only person I still knew when he got famous because he came around the most would be Biggie, right? But Biggie, God bless his soul. I'll tell y'all some good stories on Biggie. But
My brother-in-law got me my job at Violator AMG Sony. But like this, like every it's just growing up where there's a lot. That's why famous
yeah.
people don't phase nobody in New York.
Mm-mm. 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 And
They
like
be
I
on the
said,
subway and everything.
Same in LA. It's like you
Yeah.
see celebrities. I'm related to celebrities. My son related to
make you
it's
want to
like
throw something at him, right?
okay.
Why you bumped into my ninja? They're like, damn, you ain't changed, right? I'm
They
like, what?
better open this door still at this in the subway. They better
Hello,
open the door
hello, hello.
for to get cursed out.
But I mean, in a sense, that is true. That's why I've never been starstruck. And then I'm not starstruck You ain't putting no money in my pocket. So you want all? I'm like, damn, how much
Exactly.
more of our money do y'all want? God damn, we
They-
ain't got no more. We got a cologne coming out. We got liquor coming out. We got this coming out.
Exactly.
Y'all like, what? God damn, we ain't got no more money. Shit, what else y'all gonna be making? Every time I turn around, y'all selling something.
Now the men's are selling skincare too. What's
Yeah,
that
and the
about?
beers, the stuff for the beers, the fake hair and everything. Mm-hmm.
Kev, you buying skincare products from these men celebrities from Pharrell and
Oh,
Jared Leto and them?
Fat Joe. Y'all stupid.
LA's like that too, Kiki.
Yep, most definitely. Everybody got something going on. And it's just crazy. It's just like me doing designing and stuff like that, but then also like just having life experiences, like uh
Hmm.
the group, the emotions, like the mother, well, the mother and the husband, I know their kids because they taught my son, me math and my son English, because I was going to adult school while he was going to high school. I wasn't playing because I was getting ready to go to college. So but yeah, their kids taught us math and English, and then just knowing
Wow.
her, so it's just like it's
Who they
amazing.
who they sold that to? Dark and Lovely
Who?
or Johnson Motions? Because they can't still own that.
No, I mean the group, the emotions, the singer,
Oh, the
the
Whoa,
group.
group, the
whoa.
Oh, I
emotions.
You
thought you
got
meant.
the best of my love. Whoa,
Uh,
whoa.
oh.
Yeah,
You got the best of
yeah.
my love.
I thought you
I'm
meant the
going in
And I
and out of
actually wouldn't even
Vegas.
start
Whoop,
like
whoop, whoop.
designing had it not been for D Smoke's uncle. And I didn't even
Okay,
know that was his uncle. I had no, it was crazy.
now,
It's
all right,
amazing,
so
but
when you gonna hook up me and Booski?
I'm getting
fashion. No,
on
I
it,
worked in
sugar. I'm
fashion
working on
too.
everything.
Cause
Fashion is
Yeah,
a
I'm working on
I'll
everything.
be gonna send you our measurements and stuff. We need
fashion
to
is
do
a
a show about
group.
that. We need to do a show about that. So get ready to get your stuff. It won't be on here though. It'll be on either my sugar babes or my street talk. It won't be on here.
I'm
Fashion is a
preparing myself
brutal
right
industry.
now. It
I'm gonna do
Fashion.
a
is.
bit.
I told y'all.
I'll do a video because I'll do a video about my smart mouth next. Right, I'm gonna do a video. That's why I talk about it right now. I'll
A
do a video.
photographer showed me his joint on a photo shoot once.
Now I'm like, damn, you. Where is the rest?
I was a baby. No, I was a baby. I was like 15 or 16.
I
I
was
was
gonna
still,
say what?
and I seen
Like
some. I seen some. I didn't never get the
that shit
slam again, but
nasty.
I stood up and like, where is the rest?
Man,
What?
But
What?
you
What?
know what?
what
I
it's
will say one
it's
thing.
crazy.
I was on a because I went from because I didn't like music and I went to fashion thinking it'll be different. It's the same MFers. Um,
mm,
I was
Yep.
on a photo shoot with Ludacris in Times Square. I remember them when that I think it was Dave and Buster's in Times Square, and they brought like ambiguous looking model, I should say, and
mm,
he put the whole shoot on hold until they brought brown skin girl in, and we waited there for hours. But I waited happily as a fellow brown skin girl. That's
mm.
one positive thing I will say. He was like, "No, I'm
I
not.
know that's right.
I want a black model, a dark
Who,
skinned black
Luda?
model." Ludicrous, yeah.
Man, he always having them big booty
and
black
still,
girl.
and still went light, right? It still went light. We good enough to be in your video, but
Man.
not to have your babies,
Hey,
right?
but he be having the chocolate in the videos
But
though.
at least he
He
had
don't
it.
have
Yeah,
that.
I was going to say the same thing. At least he had it in
Hey,
the video. Got some. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We were going to say
Hey,
the
what
same
Cat
thing.
Williams said they all married an ugly face, light skin.
You know.
baby, he
Cat was
sure
wilding,
did.
bruh. I guess he was talking about Tiny.
But was he
That
lying?
whole interview was a mess and a half, but it was
Mhm.
true too. Lord.
Absolutely. Tell him, Key. It
but
was.
Luda wife pretty though. She pretty.
Everybody is pretty subjective.
Beauty is
Everything
in
is
the eye of the
subjective.
beholder.
Mm-hmm.
The eye of the beholder.
Because sometimes you be like, oh my God, then people looking at you like, no, you, and then first thing we goes, oh no, no, we everybody, it's something special in all of us. Like some people may be a
That's
dimple
facts.
person, right? So regardless of how pretty you are, that's like me. I don't care for tattoos, so that's the biggest turn off. Or some women love it. Like me, I'm like but I can't stop you from getting tattoos, right? Some people like them. I remember back then they used to love them. That's where they get the word shorty from, because they used to like short girls more than tall girls. That's why yo shorty, yo shorty. That's where the word shorty come from. The tall girls couldn't get no play, but now the tall girls get the play. Right? But yo, that's
Hey,
why
now
go
for
shorty.
real.
Here's your birthday. Think about that shorty, shorty, shorty. At one point,
Well,
I was glad to be short, but now it's like no, no, no.
Yeah, I'm sure. So mostly all my like they've been taller.
I'm the tallest one in my family. Shoot.
I'm the shortest one in mine.
I think I'm about the short. I think one maybe shorter, but I'm up there with the shortness. I'm up there with the shortness.
Five
I never
one.
had no problem with no play though. But I know what you mean. They do. That's what shorty. I still get called shorty, but yeah.
They
Look at
wasn't like
Megan,
yo.
bro. Everybody love Megan.
I don't love none of them. No, we don't love them hoes. I'm sorry. I'm just joking.
You great. Sugar be
Sugar
wild.
crazy.
Now let's get back. He almost finished, right? Then we're gonna get to the next one, and then dag, my allergies just gave me a headache.
Watch.
Great name.
Yeah, I was an anime fan growing up, so I
You just said that too, right? Izzy.
Yeah, yeah.
Now
Yeah,
that's
it's
what he
a
talking
couple
about
of
right now. Now he just
yeah,
talking
it's a
about he just said it.
yeah, it's a couple of anime characters named Kite. It's a boy and a girl character named Kite. So I don't know which one. I'm be honest, I don't know which one you trying to be, but I'm
Ooh,
assuming
right.
it's the guy.
When this is over, I just found out something too.
Girl, this could be over right now. What?
No, it's something late. It's something late.
I know, but now you got me inquiring minds what to know.
He said, "What's the tea? What's the tea? Is piping hot. What's the tea?"
Well, she gonna hold it.
Hold on. Let me see if I hope I didn't close it.
Spill the tea, Hudson.
Ayahuasca found in
Don't be
Mexico. It's
holding back.
tourists are having bad trips off of counterfeit ayahuasca. That truck
Hmm.
stop ish. It's a whole article. Ayahuasca is traditionally made by shamans who also lead to ayahuasca ceremonies, which can last up to 8 hours. That's one
Hmm.
of the facts.
Hmm.
And the true ayahuasca is a mixture of two different plants, which gives you DMT trips. But the ones that they found, and it's done in Peru, and it's like a long term one, like they said. But what they giving like tourists, especially American tourists, is that truck stop synthetic ish that's not even ayahuasca and
Like
does
that
not
K2, but ayahuasca
exactly
K2, right? I remember, oh man, that happened a couple of years ago when they all had a. How you have a bad batch of a bad batch? That we got to do better now. How you got a
Right.
bad batch of K2, right? And baby, they was going to the Brooklyn streets. It looked just like that video, Night of the Living Bassheads with Public Enemy. They was all laid out, walking around looking like zombies. Like when I see that on the news, I was
I
like,
had a
"What
dream
the
like
fuck?"
that one day, Sugar, in my old apartment. I woke
Mm-hmm.
up and I looked out my window and it was like hundreds of zombies in my alley. And I just lay back down and said, I
Baby.
repent in
But
the name of Jesus
this
Christ.
one was not a dream. Baby, we was like, how
Woo!
do you have a bad batch of a bad batch? Y'all got to do better with these bad batches now, damn it. What do you mean a bad batch? It's already cheap. How you yeah, bad okay? How you
I'm
yeah,
trying to
no,
go
they
I
got a
wake
backwards
up.
bad
that day.
batch of a bad batch. Like, how you get a bad batch? It is a bad make it even worse. I'm like, guys, it's already a bad batch of a bad batch.
Isn't
Y'all
that the
finna
horse
make
tranquilizer?
So
me.
instead of $2, they like get this dollar K2, get this dollar K2. Like
Y'all
this
finna make me
Isn't
better.
quit
that the
smoking.
tranquilizer?
Huh?
The horse tranquilizer, is
Special
that what that
K.
is? Yeah.
I don't
Horse
think I don't.
tranquilizer.
Yeah,
Yes, girl.
that's you ever seen that movie Party Monster with Macaulay Culkin when he played that gay dude that was in the clubs? That's what they was getting high off of. That made him
Jackie
dump
in the
that
closet.
body.
Oh, Angel, the one, yeah, from
Yeah,
back
when
in the
he yeah
day.
Angel,
Girl,
Y'all
that was
saying
yeah.
crazy.
y'all saying
That he
people be
dumped
be
he put
putting
him in
that
a
stuff in weed?
suitcase. He put he put everything in weed. But he put the
Mm-hmm.
Angel, they went on a trip. They Angel, because they owed Angel a lot of money. He was their supplier, whatever. And they was doing weird type of stuff like injecting Drano into
That
his
Lisa
system.
Bonet
And
was in that one, right?
no, she wasn't. Mm-mm.
No, that
It,
was Angel Heart
that's
with
Angel.
that.
I
Yeah,
seen
that
that
was
one
Angel
too,
Heart.
but okay. All
Yeah,
right.
it's
Thank
a
you.
party,
Thank you.
but
Thank
you know about it. You know about Party Monster homeboy that dumped the body in the Hudson River in a suitcase. His friend. Everybody in New York will know about that. They used to be
Yeah,
at
man.
they used to be at Limelight all the time. This is your generation. And then when he came out recently too, about like a, less than 10 years ago. He came out.
Really?
And then, yeah, he wound up overdosing and passed away. He tried to have a YouTube channel and everything. Michael Allen,
Wow.
that's his name, Michael Allen.
Wow. Yeah, that was a wild story back in the day. That was
That
a
story
wild
was
trip.
crazy. He used to be hanging out
I'm
with
finna
RuPaul and
stop.
all them.
I'm finna stop smoking.
That was see that, but see they be lacing their stuff. Even though smoking, yes, I agree. I'm about to lay off of it too. But
Cause that's
the
scary. That's scary. Like,
girl,
like
yeah, I
that's
remember.
why I
I
try to get
remember
all
going
my
to a
like I try to get my
dispensary.
shit from I try to get mine from dispensary. Like I don't
But
even
I
like
remember going to one and the Holy Spirit telling me, "Don't come here no more," because like I
not the
have my
Holy
hair.
Spirit told you.
No, seriously, because you don't
I'm
never
sorry.
know. You don't never know.
I'm
Like
sorry.
you don't never know when what's happening around you.
Nah,
So
for
my
real, for
hair,
real. They,
my hair
nah,
is
for real.
green. So when I go into a dark light, like a black light, my hair glows.
You
So
say
they
your
were
hair is
intrigued by
green?
that. And so they were like not letting me out. You got to get buzzed in, get buzzed out. So the Holy Spirit was like, don't go back there no more, because there's one way in, but there's an alley in the back. And I
Whoa.
remember the owner saying something to me, and one of the girls got an attitude, and I was like, oh, he's dealing with her. She got an attitude because he said something about my hair, and the Holy Spirit was like, don't go back there no more, because you may get caught up, and you may go in there one way and you're gonna come out a whole different way.
Well,
Or is
they
it like
giving
they
out, and ayahuasca is from not Central America; it's from South America. And real quick, it says, what was I? The brew is usually traditionally made by shaman who also lead to ayahuasca ceremonies. The ceremony itself can last up to 8 hours, but the effects of the drug, of the substance, typically last around 6 hours and often include purging through vomiting, which is believed to cleanse the body and release negative emotions. But some people, like one of these ayahuasca consumption has been linked to 5 fatalities in Peru since 2015. One of which is the unaliving of a person. During the ceremony, Gomez, I think that's his last name, reportedly has became violent and attacked another one of his colleagues that was there for the ceremony. A Canadian who was not partaking in the drinking of itself. In self-defense, Steven stabbed Gomez, unaliving him. And then the next part of the article goes into imitation ayahuasca, which is usually what's sold at the truck. That's why I'd be like truck stop ayahuasca, because it's not even done in Mexico.
My
have you
son
ever done
said,
that stuff before?
Mm-mm.
no,
Usually they
I've
used to not
definitely
let
never.
women do it. Women, they
Um,
used to not let women do it at all.
My
It was
son
only
said
for
I
it's
don't
men.
want to.
rolling out the the concert. They have it out here or had it out here this past weekend,
You
and
said
he said
rolling
that they
out or rolling loud?
rolling loud. Yeah, not rolling out.
Okay.
Rolling
Okay.
loud. They, girl, look, I'm 49. I don't be keeping up with all these doggone concert names. If it ain't reggae
Why you
or
saying that like it's old? Like why you saying that like you like?
because I don't like I know about that, but it's like I don't know about it. Like I'm more
I got
familiar
you.
with like
You old
Coachella.
school? You old school? Okay.
Yeah, I'm more old school, but like I mean
Okay.
I try to be hipper, but I didn't pronounce it properly. But
If I
yeah, he said
was
they was selling that kind of stuff at the concert.
if I was gonna take it, I would do it the proper way. Like you're supposed to take an excursion through the rainforest with a proper shaman and go through the whole thing.
Yeah,
But they
yeah,
oh,
I
but now
asked.
they're selling it. Now they're selling it. What does it say? Basically, they selling it. Anybody's like, yo, you want to buy a little anyway? Like in any alley and stuff like that. That's not
That's crazy.
the proper way, especially tourists. When people see tourists, they see you coming. And I don't
I'm
care
afraid
how
to try
charming you are,
mushrooms.
Eligio.
Shoot,
They
I'm
could be
afraid to try
selling him roach
mushrooms.
right.
So
So I'm
Because
just
they
trying to
have,
figure like what's supposed to happen. Are you supposed to open your mind up to something? Like, are you supposed to be
uh-huh.
healthier? Like what?
let
No,
me,
you gonna take a trip.
Smarter?
it's
It's
a
gonna make me
trip.
It's
faster.
a trip. It's a
Oh,
trip.
okay.
Yeah, it's
But
a
you know what else
psychedelic trip.
too? Because you can't always tell. That's why you need to know proper dose and stuff like that. It's a DMT trip. And some people say that it releases all that like repressed energy that you have. But some
Okay,
people I've read in
okay,
other I
okay.
read other, let me I read in other reports that it unlocked people's past trauma that they didn't even know they had. Like they'll start remembering like bad things from their childhood and stuff like
Yes.
that. So you
Yep.
can't really gauge it because you never know how every like there's no two people's brains work the same.
Right,
But a
right.
shaman that was like raised to do that lives up in the rainforest somewhere, I'm sure they were taught how to like look at the way you move, the way you talk, the way you walk to know exactly how much to give you and how much you can handle. Like they like I trust a shaman before I trust some nigga in the alley
Yeah.
and go through
But
like
then
a
what if
full
you don't
proper
come back from
ceremony.
that?
Yeah, you
What if you
can
don't
also
come back
not
from
come
that?
back. That's another thing. What
So
happened,
it's like
babes?
a cleansing.
You got to be
Like
careful. Shake it.
It's supposed to be a spiritual awakening, a spiritual journey with this substance. And you unlock
oh,
some people
I thought
see
you could do that
ancestors.
without though. You could do that without drugs.
Right, but what they're doing is because they are trying to float and levitate and see things. They try to see things we ain't try to see. You understand what I'm saying?
Trying
They're
to see
trying to get us.
God.
People have
Maybe some
described
people
it
may say
as,
that.
yeah,
Maybe.
some people describe it as, quote, the only genuine religious experience, end quote, he ever had. And some people say it helps them control their struggles with addiction. But then, like I said, you could have bad trips too. It
Okay.
produces the most complete derailment of the senses. But that's not nothing you could take. It's not, you can't be taking the great value version. And if they smoking it, they definitely not doing it right.
The great value. Yeah, wow. Yeah, no, not the great value.
And it's not nothing. It causes a lot of like vomiting and stuff like that. So it's not nothing you could just be taking willing like, yo, let's go get some ayahuasca. The way the carbonation be explained, like, yo, let's go get some ayahuasca, son. Now you can't do that. It's DMT. It's not nothing to play with.
Like they like they getting perks or something.
All
Yeah.
right.
Like,
It's not even enjoyable like that. Like it's not that type of party. So whatever they giving them, I don't even think it was ayahuasca. I think they telling them dumb Americans that here, you want some ayahuasca?
oh,
Let's
you
get
know
the
they
party
think we
started.
dumb. You know they think we dumb.
Dumb with money. Because don't nobody say nothing bad
Yeah,
to me. I don't care if it's the
man.
shoe.
Especially the black they'll call us a nigga in a heartbeat.
First
And
of
they
all,
don't
I
need
ain't never gone on no trip in my mind psychedelically, and I'm in the open somewhere, and anything can happen. No, sir, no, ma'am.
in the hood. In the hood.
Mm-mm.
Queen.
Nah, real talk, Kev. It's an escape. All that is an escape from reality. That's why when they come back down, it just, I mean, you know, it just be it just be a trip for them. Like, I mean, it ain't like it's giving you life.
Now, I will say that a lot of elite people and wealthy people and entertainers and different people in the successful business world, they do that. It's like that's rituals that they do probably a couple of times a year to do that. Go somewhere, do a retreat, and do ayahuasca, and then they come back and they make their money. So for them, whatever they doing out there, it's I won't say it's helping them, but it's assisting them.
They just said that about LSD, angel dust. They just take a trip, all right.
For real, to a
Every
trip to the hospital.
Ecstasy, ecstasy.
Mm-hmm.
ecstasy,
AP.
I don't know if ecstasy is potent as LSD or angel dust, cause that dust,
Them double
baby,
deckers. It depends on
baby,
what.
that dust right there. I seen people they ain't never came back. They
My
still walk
aunt
around the
used to
street
be
today. Still,
naked
hey,
on that
hey, do,
stuff. Why do people
and I'll be
take their
like,
clothes off on that?
huh?
When they get naked, take their clothes off.
Like Smokey in the chicken
But
coop.
Oh yeah.
beats, but nothing beats dope. Anytime I ain't seen no other drug that can make you
That
just
white girl. That white
that
girl.
just no, that's the cocaine. But the dope,
Oh, what is dope?
anytime you can, that's when you lean, baby. You ever seen a dope? They lean, they get ready for, and
Heroin.
they stay right there.
Oh, heroin.
Not heroin, dope. Yeah,
That's
I
What is
what
never
it
that?
seen.
was.
It's another drug, girl. I
I
can't
thought
tell
it
you
was a
what it
white
is.
girl.
You gonna have to look it up. No, white girl
Okay,
is
I'm gonna Google
cocaine.
it. I'm gonna Google
Yeah, you
it.
Google it. That got $1,000, $1,000 um computer on your phone. That Google it. But the Google how they be looking. They be I said, yo, come on, Hud, stop lying. Tell
Oh
me you used
girl,
to
but
see
they
them
call
on the
everything
they be
dope.
literally on the corner. You like, are they gonna fall? And they just stay right there.
Yeah, I thought that was that wrong.
No,
Leaning. They
that's the
leaning.
dope thing. They can lean, and they be all the way
Dope,
leaned down.
dope.
And they stay there, a- and you would think they would fall. You would think the slightest push, I'd be like, what the hell? And then they get back up and go right back down again. I mean,
But
like,
while we on the subject, you know what didn't I feel comfortable saying this. You know what didn't sit right to me? That homeboy, I will leave his name out. Homeboy was saying that, oh, I would fly out all the time, go to this place and try some weed, and go to this place and try. What are you trying stuff for?
that's stupid.
Because
Yeah,
you know
and
he run his
dangerous.
mouth. He don't know how to be. But not even just that. Like, what is your purpose of being sent around to try different strands of people's stuff?
And it's not even I don't know. But I ain't did none of that. That tobacco's enough for me. But I've had me like a little sip. I'm like, and it's crazy that more people is dead off that than everything you name, right? My son Flynn never tried nothing in life, not even Zaza until graduation celebrating. Yeah, I tell people, some people go to college, people see their kids, they go to college, their kids become a whole brand new kid, and they like, oh my god, they come like, yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. I'll be pushing over.
Younger son.
Yo,
Some people can't
you
handle
doing
that.
that, you doing that gangster lean with that gangster lean, huh? Now lean back. Now lean back. You can't even lean
No.
back because that stuff make you lean. Now don't forget, guys, if y'all not subscribed to the Sugar Babes or my sugar babes or true. I don't even know. That's supposed to be that page is like strictly for interviews and stuff. My street talk is strictly for interviews and stuff. Please definitely subscribe to them channels. Subscribe to them channels. Let's build that one up. But that one I'm still definitely gonna be on here because I'm that one gonna be like strictly for interviews, like these type of talks and stuff like that. Because we're talking about real life stuff. He was only 19, future gone. Oh, ooh. Let's get to the end of this thing because I want to get back to the full video with Solar. Remember, we only caught it towards the end.
It was this one Hunter x Hunter. It's this anime or whatever. I had got my name from this character.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's I got my own name. Yeah.
Well, that's good. I mean, everybody
got their name from the code.
I think some people came there like Solar, he loves to tell the story how he got his name.
Yeah.
From the Eardrummer Studio. So he's very proud of that. So they made a big point of that at the trial as well about how people got their names. So when did you realize that, hey, I'm on the internet, I'm a part of this group, people know me for being a part of this group? Did that ever click in your mind?
Of course, I used that when I left Puerto Rico. I took advantage of that and made money off of Bigo, and just like that time because I'm trying to think I don't even remember how. Oh, I do remember how I left Puerto Rico, because I forgot how. Like, why did I leave?
Oh.
And that was because I think I had got in trouble. I think Aaron remembered what happened, but I had got in trouble, and because I hit I would hit rock bottom a lot, like in the ranking system.
Mm-hmm.
And I hit rock bottom. Like, I've been put in the corner, all of that. We all been put in the corner.
So it was the A team, the B team, and then rock bottom.
Yeah. Rock bottom is like you you getting treated like nobody can talk to you, really. Like, nobody want to talk to you. You got to clean up everything. Stuff like that. I can't remember I wish I could remember everything. That's why I write more. But
because he was on
what would
mute.
make you get put in the corner? Or, I mean, was it always just based on your vibe?
Not necessarily based on your vibe. What would put you in the corner would be like, man, you get put in the corner for any little thing. Like, let's say maybe like you bring in let's say you bring in him like a tray of food or something like that. This is just an example. I'm not saying this actually happened. But like, let's say you bring him a tray of food and maybe you drop it or you tripped on and the food fell on him or some crazy stuff like that, right? Mm-hmm. That's gonna get you put in the corner for sure. Mm-hmm. Like, if you're breaking stuff or a lot of other things, like,
blinking. Miss Brown said blinking and breathing would get you.
Or just going against, like, disagreeing. You could get,
or making just general mistakes, or making like coughing and
like you can get put in the corner. So I think a lot of times it's disagreements, right. Like disagreements, or not necessarily, because I've seen people get put in, like I said, for making mistakes, and some of them make honest mistakes, and some of them mistakes was based off of us being restless. We ain't had no sleep.
Right.
I mean, we can't perform like how he wanted us to perform because we was constantly doing something. We was constantly up.
So how was the longest time you think he kept you guys up?
Oh, shoot, man. I remember this one time, and Aaron probably remember this, but it was raining in the tent or whatever. It was raining or whatever, and Some of the rain got in the tent. I think it was like thundering bad. And like all the men, we had to stand outside, like in the rain, like and hold the position, like hold the like this military position or whatever.
Hmm.
Like just stand there, right, with our hands behind our back. Um, our hands behind our back and our feet planted, like, and we just stood there listening to him talk, like for like the whole. I promise you, it was like the whole, like the sun came up. That's how long we was really there.
In the rain.
Yes, he talked to us in the rain, and it was just that I was so mad. I'm pretty sure everybody was mad, but we just at the time we didn't want to. Some of us thinking like, of course you're gonna be mad, like subconsciously, but really like, consciously we was like, oh, this is for, we deserve it, or you know,
The
this is
deep in your
what
heart.
we need. This is the higher self talking. Who cares about the rain, you know? But I'll always be mad. Forget all about that higher self stuff. I'll be mad because I remember when we was in Atlanta, and it was raining outside. Boy, I swear, it was times where it was raining. And he was just talking to everybody, telling them like, "Bro, y'all don't see it, bro. It's cold out here. Like it was cold too, and we didn't have no shoes on, and my feet was cold. I wanted to be like, yo, I'm going inside. F all this, but I didn't say that all that. But that's what I wanted to say. Like this, I'm going inside, man.
I can imagine.
Feet cold. Yeah, it was. It was everybody trying to look cool, like in
Right.
front of.
Nobody
But
went to break.
I knew in my mind, I'm like, bro, I know I'm not the only one, bro. I used to say that in my mind. I know I'm not the only one that feel this way, bro. Y'all capping. And
Mm.
that was the time. It was funny because that was the time I was texting Liz, like secretly from them, like
Oh.
going in the bathroom, just talking to, like texting her and talking to her. I said Liz, but Taylor, yeah.
Oh.
So we
And
had rough moments, man. We had rough moments where I just knew in my head, like, bro, I know some of y'all feel the same. Like one time, like y'all know about the sperm thing, right? Like drinking his sperm.
right.
So we would have constantly be talking about that, like drinking his sperm so that we could get his knowledge or whatever. Like it's really the women, but then it got introduced to the men too. Like if he put in a smoothie, like
Oh, come on.
Oh God, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. He said my man said put in this movie. Oh God. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. I
Nobody
wasn't.
asked him about selling no quote unquote movies
And
either.
I was gonna make me a smoothie too, a nice blueberry smoothie. It don't mess me up. She said blink blink. Don't forget if Jackie dropping the links in the chat, please hit the link. Musa was cool. At least he admitted it, right? But we're gonna see what else happened. We're gonna see what else. They all like, please don't say, just talk about you, Ninja. Say no about me. Talk about you, so talk about the soap. Woo, satin, satin. That's what I said. That's what I said, Cam. I said, ah. I'm gonna show you how satin. Because being that I do have a little bit more leeway now, right? I got a little bit more leeway. Let me show y'all satin. Let me see. His name is Satin Struggles. That would be him, right? Why are they pulling up the? You want to pull up the real Sat? He looked just like Nature Boy too. Look just like Nature Boy. I think that's his real father. I'm trying to tell you. When you see his face, you're like, uh-huh. I'm trying to see the scene when they first met him. Mr. Satin himself. We want to see the original. We don't want to see the goddamn one that was in the new one. I gotta put the original because damn it, we don't want to see the one with Omar Epps. We want to see the original one. Damn it, the original version. We don't want to see Omar Epps, whatever his name is. Nope, they still showing Omar.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
Omar, you know what I'm talking about. They keep putting him up there. Mike Epps. Somebody said the truth about his life sentence in Atlanta. They trying to act like every time somebody call themselves a teacher, they be teaching. That's a lie.
You can't even teach you how to Dougie.
Why y'all giving me Mike Epps? Y'all so wrong. So where that man sitting in that chair looking evil? They keep giving us the new one. We don't want the new. We want the original. I put in the word original. Damn it.
I didn't even know there was a new one.
That's when Whitney Houston and what's that girl? Whitney Houston was in, and the girl who won the American Idol, the light skinned one, Jordan Sparks. Yeah, somebody need to make a thing with Satin Sister and the sisters. I want a scene. God damn it.
Tell me how I'm supposed to breathe with no air. That used to be my shit. With her and Chris Brown screaming in each other's face.
We ain't ask who the hell he is now, but the picture that I'm gonna show you. Goddamn, he don't look just like him. Tell me he don't. This Nature Boy real father. I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all ain't gotta believe me. This is real dad. This is his real daddy. Somebody hit the link. I don't know where they at. They popped on and popped off. Let me stop this for a second. Come on, cat. Satin. I got confused in 22. Lost a little bit of hearing. Now look, Tabby, look just like Nature Boy. Hold on. I'll be right there. This is the original Satin. So this is why we call him Satin. Hold on, let me come back and plop you in. Remember, guys, if I take too long to plop you in, that means I am not at the computer. Just hold your horses. Now, this is the guy from the show. Man, I'm gonna get a
Sorry,
copyright.
I'm lagging out. Sorry.
On the 1970s actor.
Don't he look just like Nature Boy? He look just look at the eyes.
Yo, that's crazy.
Satin. Now you see where we go. Satin.
Tony King is popular for playing the villain in the movie Sparkle.
Hey, nah, they do look
the
like
lead
villains
singer
though.
in the group. And he
Hey, look
played.
at it. Tell me that ain't Satan. Satin. That's where we get satin from.
Satan though.
Look at Nature
Hey, no,
Boy.
that's another one. That's another name for.
I think you was right the first time.
You
Satan.
said it right
It's the
the
same
first
guy.
time.
Hey, that's crazy. He do look like Nature
And he
Boy though.
played
That's
the bad
crazy.
guy. Remember, he the one that took sister away from her family. Even if y'all seen the first one or the second one, the difference is in this one, the sister ended up passing away. But they must have didn't want sister
So
to
he's
pass
gonna
away.
take you
So they,
to the gutter.
So this is
He's
Sparkle,
gonna
not the Five
drag you
Heartbeats.
down
right,
to
this
the
Sparkle.
gutter.
Tell me that ain't satin right there. That's satin.
That's what he looks definitely like.
And the eyes, the eyebrow. Only thing is he got more hair. But
And
he,
that look of jealousy in his
he
eyes.
was jealous because the sister was up there
Yep.
dancing.
Darkness.
It would have been him up there dancing though.
Somebody need to Photoshop this. I mean, make this a meme or something. Damn it.
Oh, you know who will.
Who? If they could take the name, the remember part, or just get him, because it's hard to get pictures of him in that.
Our brother I was doing shorts before YouTube shorts was a thing. He probably already got it made.
YouTube shorts suck because
Yeah.
who the hell gonna get 10 million? Like, really? You're not TikTok?
And you can't repost them.
No. They want you to make everything a short, but 10 million? Like, god damn it. Even do it. People in real life who work their asses off and make millions and millions at a time that are artists don't even got $20 million. Satin. That is Nature Boy. He is every bit of that man. And we couldn't wait for something to happen to that man in that show. So
I
now
never
you
seen Sparkle.
maybe in the back check. I showed you seen the second one?
No, I ain't seen neither one of them or Five Heartbeats.
Wow. Oh, we're gonna do that in the back chat. We
Oh
can
my
watch movies in the
goodness,
back.
what?
Maybe we can watch movies in the
Have
back
to have
chat.
a movie night.
It got to a point where I was little and I was like, you know what? I'm done of feeling sorry for my people. I'm out.
Now these were the good ones, baby. The sound, even these soundtracks are the
Wow.
soundtracks. Like, remember that song In Vogue saying, "Giving him some, then he can feel." That's from Sparkle. Oh my love, baby.
After The Color Purple and The Women of Brewster plays.
Nah, this one, these soundtracks was the soundtracks, baby. A lot of these songs, it wasn't even just a movie; it was the soundtrack. Aretha Franklin did her thing. She
Yes,
had
she
the
did.
soundtrack. Even the five Happy soundtrack is the thing. Even what you call it, when Rolls Royce did the whole entire CD on Car Wash. Oh, that whole
Yes.
entire album.
Yes.
There's not one skippable song. It's just a vacancy.
And my parents used to watch that movie all the time. Like,
What?
they used to watch that all the time.
Back
That's
in the
the
day,
best
like
bit.
even like with Claudine, that sounds like Gladys Knight did it wasn't even back then. The soundtracks that we have these days is not like the soundtracks we had when we were younger. The songs went with the movie, and baby, it took a.
It ain't even no soundtrack no more. It's just background noise.
I know, right? But we're gonna have to do some movie day because if y'all didn't see the Sparkle, yeah, we ain't got to watch the whole ones. We can skip some parts, but y'all gonna have to see these things now. But that's satin. He look just like him sitting up there. Malaya,
I think I
Malaya,
know what
come
love's
get
got
this.
to do
Come
with it.
and get this download. Get this download, damn it.
Ooh, yes, because he remember when he made her crawl? That's
Oh my
definitely
god,
Nature Boy.
no! When he bought that fur coat,
Yes.
crawl,
Yes.
bitch, crawl,
Yep.
bitch. She was like, "Oh, thank you, you ain't gonna say thank you. I thank
Yep.
you every way I can." pow, crawl, bitch, bam. I'm like, oh. And then she came up. Oh man, yeah, isn't he satin? Now you see why we calling him satin now, right? He looked like
Hell
him,
yeah,
and
that's crazy. Like he was doing that in the movie.
yeah,
That's
Yes.
crazy.
Yes.
I ain't never seen it.
this in the 70s though. So we gonna, but Whitney Houston and them, they redid it, but they didn't do it. To me, they didn't do the job
He
Well,
that
is.
they did
I
in the
seen the
first one.
American Dream, and that just made me mad. Like just seeing him whoop them kids like that. So if I see something like that, I'm man. I don't even know if I can watch the whole thing.
You better jump. Ah, we're gonna shake a little fuck. We doing fine.
I seen that Tina Turner. What was it? Tina Turner and Ike or
What's love
whatever.
got to do
What's
with it?
love? I loved. I used to love that movie.
What's
Now that
love
one.
got to do?
When
Even
she
that
had enough in
soundtrack
that
was hot.
limousine.
That's what I'm talking about.
When she had enough in that limousine.
Is that Tina Turner or is that Whitney Houston?
That's Tina. What do you mean? Is
Okay,
that
yeah.
Tina Turner or Whitney
Tina
Houston? What are
Turner.
you talking about?
Nah, I don't really like. I don't. I be getting them mixed up. I be getting them
I
mixed up.
got it. Then I got.
Oh, the VA hook it up. So we're gonna get back. I just wanted it to stay right there. Somebody take a picture of that, man. I need a meme so I can when I show, not be like sat and I can show that face right next to Nature Boy. I'm like Nature Boy Daddy. That's a real daddy. He better go find Tony King. Like, hey, are you the
You
pappy?
is the Pepe.
The
I'm the
maintenance people in
eyebrows.
my building
No.
think they slick. I should go over there and curse them out.
Who?
Cause you leave the trash in front of your door and they pick it up. They untied my trash and then left me a note saying bag untied. So they didn't have to take it. Like, are you kidding me?
Oh,
That's crazy.
please, 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 care. Satin. We came up with our own name. Now let's get back to these downloads, okay?
Polyester satin. He ain't the he.
Pause. Pause.
Well, it was Satan instead of satin. They called it satin instead of Satan. So that's what again fits Nature Boy. Then I can have a little sound in the background now. Yes, please. Just freeze my frame. I meant to take a picture of it just the way it was. Somebody take a picture of that and send it to me. Send it to me. I'm gonna let you in right now. Hold on. Are you back in here? Okay, hold on. Let's get back to the
I'm sick of this Cali rain. What is wrong with this weather?
Hey, where you at
Y'all
now?
need
Okay.
some rain.
Oh my
Y'all be
God,
getting
that
all
means
them fires.
That's because it never rains, but it's raining now, damn it. Okay, let's hear
it's
this.
gonna rain here
Lied.
tomorrow.
They lied.
Oh
It's been
well.
raining a lot lately though.
Oh well. Oh well.
Talking to like everyone, talking to her. I said, but Taylor, yeah.
Oh,
So we
and
had rough moments, man. We had rough moments where I just knew in my head, like, bruh, I know some of y'all feel the same. Like it, like one time, like y'all know about the sperm thing, right? Like drinking his sperm.
No,
right.
tell us again.
So we would have constantly be talking about that, like
Mhm.
drinking his
Pause.
that we could
He was
get his
around
knowledge or
busting all
whatever.
day.
Like
Damn.
it's really the women, but then it got introduced to the men too. Like if he put in a smoothie, like
Oh, come on.
Pause
Ew.
again. Pause
it's
And
again.
y'all
serious.
let that nigga live.
I was just telling my wife about that the other day. I was like, man, I ain't gonna say no names, but someone was down to do it, and I'm like, man, I'm
You
glad
put
Nobody
nah.
was involved.
now when you say put it in a
Uh-huh.
smoothie, do you know that he didn't do that?
They all start.
What you mean?
Not
Do
me.
you think that
Who did
he
it?
put his semen in a smoothie for you guys, and you weren't
Oh,
aware of it?
nah, I made my own smoothie.
See,
Okay.
they all do
No,
that. They all.
we made our own smoothies, man. Nah.
One
Now
was
I don't know. Like the thing is, I don't know everything because
one was like, I ain't rub his feet. I was holding a baby. Well, he did do that, but not with me though. He slapped her, but not with me. Somebody go. I just don't say nothing at all. How about just skip that whole part? All right.
No, say it, say it,
But
say it, say
again,
it.
no, because
We believe you.
I get it. They want this my manhood right here. But nah, they all I get it. I get it.
Niggas been doing that type of stuff.
Somebody named Cooper. I don't know who he is. He said, I remember that nastiness. Right. And then Aaron says, showing weakness could result in lower social status, which results in reduced humane treatment. Ooh.
like the ranking system.
Aaron, I've ever watched the show just for Aaron. Just for Aaron's what he writing in the chat is better than the daggone thing. See.
You got to understand that a lot of things that happen, like especially because I'm not all the way there, so I wasn't always.
BB said after 48K, he says, we're gonna have to wait till
Involved or
I thought, yo, my boy was trying to be funny. That's what Aaron says. I have to read what he says because the chat is bumping.
part of certain meetings, you know.
I see.
So the A team was involved in every little meeting, or even the thing is, even the A team wasn't involved in every little meeting. It was just him and the woman. So, you know,
That's what I was going to ask you. What was your actual relationship like with him?
with Eligio,
Mm-hmm.
it was weird. It was just like, well, not weird. I just say like I saw him as a father figure. You know, I saw him as a father figure. Like, oh, he just, I need to fix my frequency or my I need to heal myself so that I can be liked by him because that's what because I didn't have a father growing up.
Right.
So, that would be a thing that really, and no uncles. So I had male cousins, but you know they little. So that's why I had that's my relationship with him is that I'm looking at him like an example of a father or you know father figure or
because he was the leader, he was the head of the carbonation.
But his like I think he saw me as like that I was always gonna betray him and
Yeah.
like I said, if you don't have
yada.
His relationship with you, if you don't
Wah.
have he don't have you all the way in your mind,
mm-hmm.
he's gonna treat you
He says that about
good
everybody.
/ like in the back of his mind like he don't like you.
Mm-hmm.
Like because he would always call me weird or you know like why are you doing that, like why you be walking around sad and stuff, like you know stuff like that, like I said in the beginning. So
Because he didn't open up his mouth and
So
tell him his
besides
business.
Ishmael and Pure, did you and Caliber? I'm sorry. What is the other young man's name you said? Pice, Armand. Besides them, did you develop any other friendships there?
yeah, I didn't have like a deep like what's his name? Man, I be forgetting people's name because I don't know him like that. So
right.
But what's Moose's name?
Dalen.
Yeah, Dalen.
Musa.
Yeah, I had a close relationship with Dalen.
Musa.
And Aaron too, but not so much like, with Aaron. Because I mean, the thing about it is like Aaron was saying, like the teams is designed to make us fight against each other, like make us competition, like who could serve him the best.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is the A and B team, like the way the operation is set up is that it's you and him. It's you and him. Forget about 18. Forget about having a relationship with other people. It's just you and him. You know?
Right.
That's what he wanted all of us individually to do, is to, have just a relationship with him. Like if you like you could never get too close to nobody because
Mm-hmm.
gonna say something like, "Oh, why y'all like y'all close?" Like you forget that it's me. You came here for me, nigga. Like that's what you say. Like, and the same thing with women. Like you didn't come for no women. You came here to for me. Like to serve me. So
Right.
You need to get to all the beatings and stuff and get that out the way. How many ass whoopers did you see, man? We're gonna come back to this. I want to go on something else because they taking too long. They playing with me. They playing with me.
It's the same thing over and over
Mm,
again.
maybe that's what it is. I mean,
I want to
is
know
it
were them videos for sale.
where they at? I heard they still exist. I don't know if it's dark web, this web, but Satin.
Nobody bring up the videos though. I want to know how many stamps is in that passport. How many times they crossed these borders and stuff. That's what I want to know.
And
And
Kev,
they still got him too. He was the only one that got his passport taken. Remember, taken. Listen to me talking like him taken.
Kev, you see, I stopped it in a good spot, right? I still got it. I stopped it one click right in the right spot with his head down. I need to take a picture of that.
He said I SOD on live.
Hey, I mean, shit,
My
Live.
man,
you know.
Come on.
So
Right.
he's like, "Oh, that's useless." See how
Oh yes.
He's saying some crazy back in the building. He requests when you come back in the building.
This is a great one, y'all. Pay attention.
Okay, boom. Here we be
yeah,
right
that's
back
why I
with it.
picked this. Is supposed to play it 2 days ago.
Oh,
It's for him
Pharaoh
saying
won't play.
that he don't ask nobody to be there.
Yeah,
All right, we
Pharaoh
gotta
won't
wait for
play
the
him.
audio to come in.
And this
All
is
right, you straight.
pre-tattoo.
And so
Pre-tattoo,
picking back
Pharaoh.
up where we left off at, you was saying the last thing you said was Natuteboy said, I'm gonna let you repeat it because I'm trying to be a gentleman here. He's saying some crazy shit out of his mouth. I don't want to repeat some of the shit, so I'll let you repeat it
yeah.
and catch the people up, and we're gonna continue the story.
Yeah, basically, like on the phone, he was trying to like roast Flo. He's like, you know, me, I gotta see like what the pussy like, cause I ain't finna get with nobody. She ain't finna be my wife, and her pussy ain't like secure, basically. So I'm just like, no, huh? I know you fucking lying, basically. Cause I'm like, Flo, do you hear this? Like, this what y'all do? This what y'all do? Okay, so I'm like, yeah, I understand that. I understand that. So I guess Flo sent him like my natal chart. So I guess he's reading like I'm a Gemini. My sun is in Gemini. My moon is in Leo. He's like, oh, you got a fire moon. I'm like, yeah, I do. He's
Where's
like,
Flo?
and he's like, yeah, and you masculine and blase, and I'm like, yeah. Oh, you this way. He was like, I don't know how you and Flo gonna make it because he kind of on the south side. I was like, so now I'm starting to be mad for Flo because I'm like, why are you trying your best to make fun of him? Like, and you know he's trying to make me his wife or direct. Why are you trying to make him seem a certain way?
Cause that's what Natuteboy do. He keep pussies around him, and then he try to seem like he the dominant masculine one, so that females could be attracted to him. Because look at it like this, right? And I know you never went over there, but look at it like this. If you was over there, right? And as a woman, see, women naturally are attracted to security, period.
Right.
And so this is why it takes women so long to get into a relationship, because they gotta feel secure, not just physically, but financially, psychologically, emotionally. A woman gotta feel like, nigga, I'm secure with you. So if you a woman and you over there and all day you seeing these niggas getting punked and bullied, after a while, what you gonna do is you gonna psychologically start to see this nigga as the alpha male when he's really he's a pussy, but he's a pussy with higher with bigger pussies around him. And so this is how Nature Boy be taking everybody girl, because he's appearing to these women. And think about it, you hypnotizing yourself. If you a female, that's like, listen, let's just be hypothetical here. We being completely hypothetical. Let's say me and you go over there, right? And you come over there with me. And every day you see me as a man calling this nigga master teacher. Yes, master teacher. Let me ask you, can I have permission to go to the store, master teacher? Master teacher, can I get on? Can I go live, master teacher? And you see me submitting to another man, and then you submitting to another man. After a while, you're going to be hypnotized to his will. So when he say, you need to be fucking with me, fuck Pharaoh. After a while, you're going to be like, I might as well, because you got more juice than this nigga. And so that's exactly what the fuck he do. But I'm gonna let you keep it rocking.
Right. So like I'm getting mad for Flo, and I'm looking at Flo like, I can't rock with you. You can't even defend yourself. You can't even say nothing. You can't even. So now I'm not even listening to him. At this point, it's like womp 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 womp. So he asked me like, what was I doing? I'm like, oh, I'm a flagger at the airport. Da, 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 da. He's like, oh, so you just sitting outside holding the flag and basically trying to play on my job at the time. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's getting the bills paid. I mean, shit, you know.
Come on.
So he's like, oh, that's useless. See how he trying to play you. Da, 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 da. And I'm just like, you tell me something I already know, but that's how I go out here. So he was like, you got your own place and your own car. I'm like, yeah. He was like, well, technically it's not yours because the bank owns that. The bank owns your car and the bank owns your apartment. And I'm just like, your point. And he's just like, yeah, so that doesn't serve you. You need to be out here in the tropics with us. And then I'm just like, I still made my decision. So when I said that, he just kept going on and on and on about me joining, how it's hell out there. And I'm just like, okay, all right, whatever. So he just kept asking. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to just say, yeah. I was like, yeah, I'm going to join. And man, when I tell you, Chakra, Musa, and Rambo came in my room with their little laptops and iPads and shit. And they was I'm like, what the fuck y'all doing? So he's telling them, look up the nearest place to get your passport, start booking some flights. And I'm looking at Flo like, oh, bitch, you done set me up. So I went out my room to calm my nerves. I'm like, what the fuck? So my cousin, mind you, my oldest cousin, he's still at the house, but he's outside smoking weed or whatever. So I go in the living room and here come Flo. I'm on my couch. Flo is like on the ground, on the floor, basically like looking up at me like, don't say no. And I'm like, bro, like, I was like, why the fuck are they trying so fast? Like I said, yeah, but not right now. And he was like, well, why not? And you be perfect. I'm like, bro, you doing too much. Like, no, like not right now. So he was like, oh my God. So my cousin was like, what's going on? To my cousin, he was like, wait a minute. He was like, you finna go right now? I said, they trying to make me go right now. And he was like, no. He was like, if you're gonna go, go. But you gotta prepare your mama, your granny, you gotta prepare like your people, you know, because that's not something he was like, you're not going down the street, you're going somewhere else, another country. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, Key, you know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at you. He was like, but not right now. She got a whole car. She got an apartment. He was like, she want to go. She grown. She what the fuck she want to do. But no, not right now. I was like, yeah, not right now. So he went there and he told them like, no, she don't want to go no more. So after I said no, Nature Boy had a whole meeting. It's like they all was, man, they was in Indian style, basically in a circle around the phone. And I'm just like, these niggas is really for real. So
that's crazy.
After that happened, I'm talking to like Flo about what happened, And he's just like, yeah, so how long I'm gonna have to wait? And I'm like, shit, until my lease is up, at least. And he's just like, okay. And so let's get into like the smell that they carry, the food they was eating, shit that they was doing. So when they first got there, they didn't really have a smell. But the only person I think I kept smelling was Musa. Because I kept telling Flo, I was like, somebody stank. I don't know who it is. I said, it ain't you because I smell you. It's not Chakra. I done been, because I'm trying to figure out where the fuck this smell coming from. And every time I get by Musa, I smell it. I'm like, that nigga stink. And he like, I ain't gonna lie, he do. He the only one. I'm like, see, so you agree. So go tell your partner to go get in that shower and scrub it up. He like, all right, cool. And I had the nature soaps and all, so he was green. He can just go in there, get your little towel, get your little, scrub it up, because I don't want to smell that in my house. So, he told me get in the shower, get in the shower or whatever. And I'm trying to think. One day I was in my room and Chakra was like harking, like she was clearing her throat. And I'm listening, and it's like she having a hard time getting that mucus out of her throat. And I'm like, she is not in my living room doing that. So I'm like, all right. So all of a sudden, her voice is in my kitchen, and she's harking. So I sit up, and Flo was like, I got it. I'm going to go tell her. Yeah, go tell her to go to that toilet. Don't be spitting in my fucking kitchen sink. I said, and go sanitize my sink too. I don't want whatever she got, because I have.
That's nasty. That's
I'm
nasty.
like, I don't even do that in my own damn kitchen. So she went to the restroom, and I'm just like, Lord.
And this is the shit that, because I'm glad you're saying this, because I want to keep proving my point, y'all. Who the fuck in their right mind would do this type of shit in a stranger's house?
Right.
Like, you gonna hawk and spit in the motherfucker's sink? Like, motherfuckers wash dishes in this sink, motherfucker. Like, this ain't your house. This shit is out of pocket. Like, yo, spoons and forks go, you gonna spit in the whole thing? Like, what kind of trifling ass shit is y'all? Yo, y'all, see, this shit is crazy, but I'm gonna let her finish.
Hit the Cash App if y'all want to hear the rest.
I told them, I was like, I'm a clean person, so I know y'all in nature, y'all like bathing and brushing y'all teeth and stuff, but I like my house
donation,
and they was like, okay, but I'm trying to think what else. So as many times as they left, because I'm really trying to think. Okay, my last day, their last day, almost being there. I'm trying to think what else I need to say. Well, I live kind of by the beach, by the water. So I was like, I have a trail, or we have a trail down the street. I want to go be in the nature and be in the woods and stuff. It's a beach down the street. You can go be with the water and everything. So I sent you a picture that I took of them at the beach, right?
Okay.
And, they was just chilling over there, I guess, for a little bit. And so I'm gonna get into the conversations me and Flo had together. So
okay, let me show people the picture. Okay. Here's the picture you sent me. Okay. And I'm gonna cut my fan on just for a short, just to ensure my phone don't overheat, because I ain't going for this is gonna be, just make sure you talk a little loud, because for the listeners at home, you might can hear this damn fan, but I gotta make sure we don't overheat.
Okay. Oh, and also with the smell, my best friend came over to meet them, right? And she came to my apartment first. They was already out and gone. And right. I remember I think I dropped her off to my apartment, and then I went to go pick them up. And she called me. She was like, bitch, they got your house smelling like feet. I was like, oh my God. And she was like, this fucking living room stink. I'm just like, just spray, best friend, just spray. She was like, oh my God, it's never smelled like that before. She was like, oh my God, I'm nervous to meet them now. So they met her. She was like, hey, how y'all doing? I'm just trying to see what y'all got going on with my best friend. And it was like nothing. She was like, okay, all right. But she stayed, like her and my cousin, they stayed like away from them. They was like, y'all cool, but I'm gonna be over here with the regular folk at.
Right.
So I'm trying to think, I'm missing some stuff. So anyways, the conversations between me and Flo, right? After that happened, I was like, I don't feel comfortable. I said, I feel like y'all have a whole, like, all y'all are sheep. I was like, cause he was just ribbing you and you didn't say nothing. And it's like whatever he says goes. Cause I've been watching them for like a year or two at that point. So I'm just like, whatever this nigga say go. I said, I'm not a yes man. I'm like, I'm not going to just cause he said do so, I'm gonna do it. That's not, I'm not submissive like that. Not in that way. And he was like, yeah, that's your Leo speaking, and you can't let your ego get in the way. And I'm like, no, it's not about that, because I know, like, I demand respect. So it's not even about my ego. It's just I know my worth. I know how I need to be addressed. And if I feel like it's not right, I'm not gonna do it. And he was just like, okay. And so I was like, so when I join, what's gonna happen? He was like, well, you gotta put money in the pot. And I was like, what you mean? And he was like, you gotta put money towards your stay and all this. And I was like, okay.
So they did tell you that you had to put money in the pot.
Yeah.
Okay, and I want to let everybody know that this is my first time hearing this whole story too. So when I told y'all previously, Natuteboy make motherfuckers put money in the pot, okay? You hearing it. This is what he do. This is what he do. He make you give away all your shit over here. Like she made a critical point. You want her to leave her car, her house, and her assets, come over there with you, and then if she think for herself too much, and y'all don't want her there, now she got to come back to this bitch, vehicleless and homeless.
Yeah.
But you still got her money and everything that she gave you to come over there. But mind you, you're supposed to be in nature. What the fuck you got a money pot for anyway? But we go. I'm gonna let you keep going with the story.
So I was asking Flo, I was like, so how do y'all pay for these homes? I said, because I see on y'all videos, y'all have tents outside, but then y'all have like a home or a building that y'all go into, I guess when it's raining, when it's cold or whatever. And he's like, oh, that's taken care of. I'm like, no, you paying rent, or you paying something. You paying something. He was like, yeah, people donate to us, and then, we or people that join put money in the pot. And I was like, okay. I was like, so what about food? Are y'all growing your own food? That's supposed to be nature, right? Are y'all growing your own food? Are you going to supermarkets? Are you going to Whole Foods? What's going on? And he was saying they were in the process of growing their own food, but they go to the supermarkets a lot. And I was like, okay, all right. I was like, okay, what about clothes? Are y'all making your own clothes, or are y'all going to stores and buying them? And he was just telling me like they buying everything pretty much. Like when they was at my apartment, they bought some more tents. And me, it had a price tag. Them tents was like $500, $600. I'm like, all right. So basically, like, they buy everything. They don't make anything.
And I've been said that.
Yeah, they don't buy anything. So I was like, hey. So whenever I kept asking Flo, I was like, so when I get there, let's say I do my videos, I start blogging, I'm doing the peace reflection and everything. I was like, do y'all plan on stop going online and doing videos and blogging and repeating yourselves? Because it's like y'all saying the same thing over and over and over again. Y'all constantly on your phones. I was like, y'all really not in nature, if you technically speaking, because you're in Cancun, so you're on extended vacation. I'm like, you're paying rent somewhere. You have cars or vehicles, so I'm pretty sure either you paid that off or you paying something on that. I was like, and y'all buying everything. Y'all not making anything.
Correct.
I was like, do y'all plan on making your own clothes? Not making your own food, but growing your own food and stuff.
Self-sustaining.
Like, yeah, he was like, yeah. And I was like, okay. I was like, in these phones, I know you paying the phone bill or something. So I'm like, is there gonna be a time where y'all let go of all this stuff and actually be in nature? And like I said, because I think y'all have already explained everything to the T. There's no need for you to blog anymore or share information anymore because you can said everything that needs to be said. Are y'all gonna stop there and just live y'all life, in nature for real, or y'all gonna still do it? He was like, well, we hope to do that and everything. So I was like, all right, Nature Boy. I was like, I see he likes people to abide by him in every which way. I was like, it seems like if y'all disagree with him, he gets mad, he gets pissed. I was like, I'm a person that question everything.
Right.
So I don't want to go in there and be curious and let my curiosity get me in trouble, which I don't really give a fuck about that. But still, it's like, that's going to be a problem. And he was like, well, a lot of times you have to just listen and receive the information and everything. And I was like, no. I was like, if I have a curiosity or a question or I disagree, I'm going to voice my opinion about it, period.
Correct.
There's no listening, shutting up and listening. I'm not with that. So he was just like, okay. And I'm like, all right, but I have a dilemma because I feel like going out there, being in nature, eating little fruits and vegetables and all this stuff, that's cool and fine and dandy. But what is that doing for the people that's in the States? You know what I'm saying? What is that doing overall? That's just doing something for you. And he was like, yeah, that is selfish, but to help others, you have to help yourself. And I'm like, well, I'm not like that. I like to be like in the community helping. I don't want to just, I was like, honestly, you could be in the jungle, be with the lions, tigers, and bears, eating fruit and be naked and everything. Your soul and your spirit's still gonna be fucked off. So I just felt like that wasn't good enough. And he kept like trying to like, I guess, get me to say like, yes, it's fine, all this. And I'm like, that's not good enough. Like, I was like, Nature Boy, he do what the fuck he do. He has his own flaws, but at the end of the day, I don't agree with the polygamy stuff because he asked me, he was like, how do you feel about other wives? I was like, first of all, I ain't never.
Wait, hold on. Pause on that. Pause. My phone just told me that it's on 20%. It did some stupid ass shit, and your voice got really low. So let me jump you out and then bring you back in and hope that fixed my volume.
All right.
Okay, hold that thought. Hold on, y'all. I gotta fix this. I gotta fix my volume on my end. This shit acting stupid. I'm looking for my headphones now. I don't know why the fuck my phone just did that. Let me bring her back in, and hopefully it fix it. Hopefully it fixed it.
I'm so happy you playing this shit for real.
Yeah, jump back in, Queen, and hit request. Jump out and jump back in. And hit request. Where the fuck is my headphones at? Let me look. Man. Because if it don't fix, I'm going to have to listen real attentively. Hopefully it fixed.
Yeah.
All right, you still low, but they said they can hear you, so it's cool. I'm going to just listen extra, but go ahead.
Okay. So, where was I at?
Something about Nature Boy was saying something to you about polygamy?
No, not Nature Boy, Flo. It was Flo.
Okay.
And I was like, I've never had an encounter with another female. I've never messed with a guy and had another like girl. That's not something I'm into. I mean, he was just like, well, it's where you go about the polygamy stuff. You gotta take care of all the women. And I was just like, nah, homie, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that.
And how we sitting here trying to talk to you about some polygamy and you letting a fucking homo bitch you. And then you letting the whole this shit crazy. Go.
Yeah, and I was just like, I don't know. And then I like I said, I was already watching them. So I'm watching him get with Yaya, and then she left, Pocahontas, and she left. He was with Willow, but I guess he passed her off to Rambo. I don't know.
Right.
But so he's like getting them and then passing them on. And I'm just like, that shit is not what's that? I'm like, y'all just exchanging, yeah, all right, whatever. So overall though, I don't know. It just I didn't feel comfortable going. I was like, because I'm very outspoken, very very outspoken. I'm not gonna sit there and let anybody control everything that I do. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm not no yes man. If I don't feel comfortable, I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna say anything. Well, not say anything, but I'm not going to argue or debate. I might debate to prove my point, but I'm just not gonna do it. So I'm trying to think. And then I said that in the receipt that I sent you between our Facebook.
I got them pulled up.
Yeah. So I said that, and then I'm trying to think what else I need to add to this fucking live. Lord. So they end up leaving, and Flo was talking to me, but he was kind of dry. And I was like, basically, what's going on with you? Tell me right now so I won't be talking to you no more. And he was just like, I was going over everything you said, and, you know, I got to wait. And I was just like, look, if you don't want to wait, you ain't got to wait. Find you another direct. I was like, I don't care about being anybody's wife. I don't care about being anybody's direct. It's not about you. It's about me and me getting in tune with nature. It ain't about you. You are plus one. So, you know, he was like, okay, like when I start, because whenever I start, I guess, getting on to him, that's when he's like, okay, all right, you know what I'm saying? You're right. I'm like, it seemed like y'all say whatever y'all want to say until somebody get on y'all asses.
Exactly.
So another thing I noticed when they was here was that Flo's energy towards Chakra was very negative. Like he never said anything, but his attitude was just like why is she here? You know? And I asked him, I was like, why are you looking at her like that? Why is your energy negative towards her? And he was just like, man, I don't know. I think she about to go, and I don't know, you know. And I'm just like, and I got on to him. I was like, don't fucking treat her like that. I was like, that girl is fine. You just being fucking judgmental. And he was like, you don't. I was like, I don't care. You don't treat nobody any different from yourself. That's your reflection, right? Treat her as such. So he was like, oh my God. And I was like, yeah, you're going to respect her, especially around me. You're not finna have no negative energy towards her for no reason. So that's what happened. And then also when they was at my house, they went to Walmart and they were buying like chips and peanut butter and stuff like that. Then he tried to preach to me, oh, this is bad. This is, you see this? I'm like, nigga, you in Walmart buying stuff. Like, what the hell? I was like, what the fuck? Like, buying chips and shit. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And man, it was crazy. And another thing that I got on to Flo about
Inconsistency is a part of
was,
manipulation.
I'm trying to think. I sent you the receipt. I'm trying to see.
No, I got him. I just wanted you to let this shit out before my motherfucking.
Oh, I asked him what was something that might discourage a newcomer of the group. You know,
you can keep talking. I'm just showing the people that I got.
I asked him what is something that a new member might have difficulties with when they first get there. And he was like, well, if they're not in tune, it's not gonna work for them. And you gotta be chosen. And I'm just like, he just had a whole hissy fit. And I was like, first of all, my question was not negative. It was a actually legitimate fucking question. And I don't need your funky ass attitude. Answer the fucking question. Because obviously people is coming and they're going, right?
Right.
And then they're sharing their experiences and it's not always positive. So I want to know what is something that y'all are doing or they are doing that's not working out. And he was just like, I'm sorry. It's just, I get frustrated because they're fake. They want to get online and talk crap, but they was over here doing X, Y, and Z. And I was like, that's sad how you really spoke from your emotional state. I said, that was sad that I had to get you together for you to get your thoughts in order. That's sad how you even approached my question. And he was just like, yeah, I'm sorry. And I was just like, that shit whack, bro. Like, you don't do no shit like that.
Exactly.
So he got, huh?
No, go ahead. He got what?
He got dry with me. So I was like, I don't give a damn. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. So, I'm trying to think. It's some more shit. I wish I had.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Before, because my phone making its way to where is making its way out of here. So let me ask you this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who is this right here that you asked? Let me flip it so that people can see. Okay. Who is this? Where you asked them, why did you leave?
That's
and you was like, they was like, they weren't feeling me after a while. And you was like, really? I just want you to be honest. No, you was like, I just want the honest truth because I don't want to go if it's like a yes man thing. And they said, girl, it's a yes man thing. Who was that?
That was Chakra. That was the white girl that was with Musa.
Okay.
Yeah. I reached out to her because I learned that she left the group, and I was like, what happened? You know, I already talked to her and met her personally, so I could ask her, you know. So I asked her, and you know, the receipts is over there. She was just basically agreeing, like, yes, it's a yes man thing. At first, she was trying to filter her experience. You know what I'm saying? She was trying to say, oh, Natuteboy's giving us lectures, and oh, I'm like, no, but she wasn't all roses and petals and shit. Tell me the fucking truth. And that's when she was like, yes, girl, it's a yes man thing. And they weren't feeling me at first. And just all this stuff. And I, as you can read in my receipts, I was just telling her how I felt. I was like, you know, that is not cool. That's not right to, you know, treat people like how you've been treating them. And eventually me and Flo just stopped talking. Like, we just stopped talking. I guess he was fed up of waiting on me, which I didn't care. It wasn't about him. And that was my thing with talking to Flo. I was like, you so, because he asked me why my page didn't have their content on it, right? Right. And as you can see, it's a receipt. I was going off. I was like, you want me to be a fucking follower? I was like, you want me to be a fucking follower? You want me to write everything that y'all fucking say? That's not being true. That's not being honest. That's actually following or taking your mental thoughts and putting it on my stuff, on my platform. You know what I'm saying? That's not my experience, you know? And he was just like, well, I just felt like your page didn't have what we have on our pages. And I just like, I don't give a damn. Like, I'm not a follower, you know? I felt like the things that was on my page was good enough for me. I'm not gonna change my page because you, just like recently they kept saying change your name to the Christ at the end. And I'm, bitch, who? No. And then it's funny how they keep going back and forth between science, spirituality, and religion. Because at first they were talking about spirituality, right? Now he's quoting the Bible, his concept of Christ. He's dipping and dabbing, speaking religiously. And I'm just like, you were just talking about religion not that long ago, you know? So
that's a fact.
He's very confusing. And then it's like, I remember he's treating women like shit. Like, he's pretty much telling them they the bottom of the fucking barrel, and I don't like that shit. But he's contradicting, because in one video when Yaya was there, he was like bowing down to her and calling her God, and I'm like, where the fuck was that at?
That was the pump faking when he was trying to steal my black woman is God rhetoric. But I'm gonna tell you this, because I gotta definitely get ready to end this shit so I can save it, or else we ain't gonna be able to save it. But okay. I'm gonna say this. I definitely appreciate you pulling up and telling this story, and I want to let everybody know that the reason, you know, I'm glad that she presenting this story to myself and y'all as well, is because, for one, it gives everybody else an idea of what is hidden for if these motherfuckers try to get you to come over there. For two, it further confirms that they do be trying to get people over there. So I don't understand why this nigga Natuteboy again keeps saying, I don't never tell nobody to come over here. I don't never tell nobody to come over here. Bitch, yes you do. And then it shows how y'all niggas is just thirsty for some motherfucking vagina. That's all it is. And so this was a very critical story outside of the funny ass details in between. Coming back to the point here, okay, is these motherfucking niggas is running the cult. Period. And so it's not no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's not no way around it. Nature Boy has complete and absolute dominion over his members, and we can see that clearly with the fact of how he was talking to his key in front of her, and we can see that he has no loyalty to his members. Because I'm not talking down to nobody who ain't talking down to me first, but the point I'm trying to make is I would never disrespect somebody that's my so-called man in front of a girl, whether that's his girl, whether it's a stranger, whoever. So the fact that he would do that shows the level of loyalty, okay? The fact that he would do that shows the level of loyalty that he got for his group. But the reason I wanted her to tell this story is so that people could further see that, yes, they are asking women to come over there for their own little personal, sensational, demonic purposes. And so I'm going to keep driving that point home. But I definitely want to... Oh, no, go ahead. What you say?
Because I mentioned me telling my mother, and he was like, oh, don't tell your family because they're going to try to make you not go. And I'm like, nigga.
Who told you don't tell your family?
Nature Boy said that to me whenever I was talking to him over the phone. And I was like, me and my mom are close, and I know if I leave, she's going to get sick. I don't want to just leave my mom, high and dry. He was like, no, don't tell her because she's going to try to make you not go, and that's just false attachments. And I'm just like, nigga, all right, bro, like, you tweaking.
So this nigga told you don't tell your mom?
Yeah.
Because she's a false attachment and she ain't going to let you. Y'all see this shit? But then he the main nigga that when you get over there, he want to tell you and convince you that your Babylon family never cared or supported you. But here's the thing. If your family didn't care what you was doing, he wouldn't have told you not to tell them because he would know that they wouldn't give a fuck. But it's the fact that he know your family give a fuck enough to tell you not to go why he told you that. So that nigga not slick. But my phone just told me I'm on 10% now, so I'm going to get ready to end this so we can save it. But I definitely thank you for pulling up. And once again, this was a very important story because it gives us another inside and background perspective of how this nigga like to work and flex and finesse. And so, whatchamacallit, I want to appreciate you for coming on. I'm going to get...
Not whatchamacallit.
All right, top of the list, Hudson, Kiki, and Izzy. Give them a little background story if they didn't get it. I don't have the background story.
Her name is not in there, but she was there early on, probably before any of the members that are there are left. But they've been doing the same thing and running the same game since the beginning. Yes, they have been soliciting, especially women, and they'll use the men to mac on girls like this is freaking high school or some shit. And convince you to come here, and some extremely important points are made because the three blind mice is over there still trying to push that whole we never asked no one to come here narrative, and every people are just fighting hand over fist to get an invitation into this like enchanted Narnia over here. No, that's not what it is, and that's not what it was. And I think a real important fact was he's telling them, don't tell your family. And like Pharaoh said, this is pre-tattoo Pharaoh, y'all, too. He said, if your families didn't care, he wouldn't tell you not to tell them.
Right. Exactly, sis. Yeah, carry on.
He's the perfect example of a predator. A predator is, will tell you, oh, this is our little secret. Don't tell your parents.
We could barely hear you, sis. Or maybe it's me.
No, we can't hear you, Kiki.
Can you hear me? Is it better?
It's better, but it's a little in and out. It was great earlier.
I don't know what happened. But yeah, he's just the definition of a predator. That's all. Only predators say that kind of stuff. Don't tell your parents. manipulators, because he knows that what he's doing is no good, and the parents is gonna smell it a mile away, and they're not gonna be having it.
I'm about to say that sounds kind of pedo-ish.
Yep. And he was begging them to come over there, not the other way around.
Go ahead, Izzy, if she's finished. Remember, we on a panel. We gotta
Oh,
come on,
I
Izzy.
just, I just, I just thank God I didn't fall for it. Like I just thank God it wasn't me. 'Cause, like, and then they coming in people's house, like doing that, like doing all that trifling stuff, like spitting in the sink and, bro, like, man, I would have threw all they stuff out. That's nasty for real. And then y'all sitting up admitting to having STDs, like, why y'all spitting and coughing and all this stuff? Like, that's crazy. Shame.
Mm-hmm. Like somebody else popped on up. Oh, that's Booski. Farrah went crazy. I think what happened was, I don't know, something was definitely put on him. But again, just like Nature Boy, we don't know. We don't know. We don't know if he was like this. But I give him his props though. A lot of things he stayed on Nature Boy. They two people had him shook. I'm gonna say three, but two people had him really shook. That would be Polite, number one, at the top. That'd be Pharaoh, and that'd be World. Had him shook. But Zip 3, he had nightmares about. Uh, he was like, Polite, I wish I could beat him in debate. But Pharaoh, this ninja, right? This ninja. And then with World, that troll, nothing but a troll. Like the troll, like nah, ninjas, we don't even have to do nothing to. It's a shame they took out. I'm gonna do a video on that. They took my damn notifications away too. That's that bullshit. That is definitely that bullshit. But I'm gonna do another video, but I'm gonna do it on my I'm gonna introduce y'all. Y'all got to click on Sugar, Sugar Babes.
So this was a woman they was staying with?
Oh, I don't know. Gotta ask Booski.
Yeah, they stayed with her, and they tried to get her to join. And she was supposed to be Flo's direct. This is back when they would call themselves the Christ.
So if they tried to get her to join, they felt like she was chosen, right?
Yeah, they was trying to get her to join.
What was
And
it like? She don't even seem like she agree with half the stuff he's saying. So how she chosen?
there was a lot of them. Why? How you think like people solicit? Like they used to knock on your doors, and they still gonna knock on every door. And I guess her and Flo were cool at one point, or getting to know each other, because he teach them how to charm and disarm. And then when she little by little realized she ain't with the fuck shit, she was like, nah.
Man,
That's a perfect word. Charm and disarm.
Mm-hmm.
man, Nature Boy had all that influence.
He
I
had the
don't.
Crazy.
men set up like a cyber cafe soliciting women.
Yeah, yeah,
Not a
yeah.
cyber cafe.
And but see, I'm not so mad at the men. Women, we have to do better. How you don't know somebody? It's bad enough we got to protect the elders, right? But
Yeah.
damn, how y'all don't know? I don't know you. You ain't give me nothing. Picture me sending you some money. There's nothing you could say. There's nothing for me to send you a gift first, right? Yeah, and I don't know you, never seen you, never you want to send a gift, and that's what we do it. That's probably what we do. But you could never tell me, hey, this is wrong. No, 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 no. We got to make more. We have to make more examples of these women because y'all getting played and y'all making it bad for the rest of us. Now they want to harass us, right? Because they thinking all women. We can just do this to any woman, right? No, pick the man. The
Man,
man we
for
love
real.
is over there. No
For real.
disrespect, but I know what I mean. Shit.
Nah,
But they
for real.
figure the
Some way these
mammy,
men be talking to women, boy, I be wanting to
and
slap the
that
butt
go
him.
both ways. That go both ways, hetero or the other way. I just say men, but that means anybody who's a narcissistic people. Whatever. I don't even care
Yeah,
about a
that's
man. A
true.
woman. Like, no, that's like you. You ain't me female forever. I wish the heck I would send you something. You got me all the way effed up. I ain't smell it. I ain't taste it. I don't care about looking. I don't need to look at it. No, bring it home to me. If it don't come home to me, don't ask me for nothing. We just gotta submit, shit. Okay, I'll submit, but my bank account kind of on low, right? It's on empty. So
Yo.
I know that's right.
my bank account suggests differently, right? But sure, I submit, but you're gonna ask me for something. Every time you ask me for something, my pots don't work, my hands don't work. I can't cook, right? I'm gonna clean up because I got the
I don't believe a masculine should ask a woman for anything, but that's just me. Like
well,
nothing but your attention
I would say
and
I'm
mm-hmm.
not gonna say masculine. Sometimes everybody need a little bit of help, but
True.
I wouldn't I wouldn't say masculine because sometimes you know you got a lot of sugar mamas out there now, but nobody, no adult really, no adult. Now you should want to do it. We can't one
Yep.
minute be adults and the next minute you got to do. Now, should a
Yep.
man spoil his woman or whoever? Hey, knock yourself out because that's the best. I believe that's the best thing to do. But it's not like you don't get it back in return. You spoil your
That's
woman,
true.
baby, but you getting flapjacks,
especially if
cornbread,
it's children.
cornbread.
And
Boy,
what,
you
the
wildin'.
and
Flapjack.
what you want, baby?
and
What
the
you want, baby?
in the communities where polygyny and polygamy are legal, they do have stipulations. The one is to be able to take care of all your wives. You never seen in those countries where it's legal, you don't see no disheveled looking wives. Especially
No.
like in the Middle East or something, they may be like slapped up, yes, but they always are laced. Like it's like if you got more than one
Yeah,
woman,
it's always rules to this.
Even the Amish people, they take care of. They have farms. They
Yeah.
like
and you ain't got none but
they.
time, why they ain't at least learning how to sew? Y'all on YouTube all daggone day.
They could have been there like crazy, right?
Yeah,
I
you
said
ever
at
seen them
this
knitted
point,
outfits?
they should just make an OnlyFans.
You think they didn't?
Oh
No, they
wow.
have all. They got that
Right.
dark web, and then they so stupid. He done sold their body for free. He done sold their
Did he?
bodies for free. Yeah. And he said he don't have to pay. He just put them out there. Twitter. You
That's
don't have
what
to
I'm
pay for
saying. He
Twitter.
didn't even make no money. You
That's
didn't
what
even
I'm
make no
saying.
money, bro.
That's why I want to know what was done with them videos. Cause yeah, there was some that was for
They,
free, definitely. But
they were still up until she reopened it to try to act like the malicious intention. And that's when they cut it down for real. Because what happened was they just closed it.
there's
They
a
never
lot of sold hard drives. That's why where did them other videos go?
they still got them. I don't know who with them witches still have it. But
That's crazy, man.
I'm definitely gonna go live. But it's gonna be. I haven't been to Sugar Babe so long. Make sure y'all click the Sugar Babe. I have to start boosting her up now. And I didn't want to go over there because these two, the demon, God damn, Booski, that shit was like But if y'all not on Sugar Babe, click on that. They even took my notification away.
For
I
real.
had another video to send you because people think like this, like there are. I got something of a successful, sustaining commune, a community of people that are ran sustainably and properly. So all this like we're not a cult, we're a culture, and we're just a group of people living together, putting our money in a pot. Nah, there's people out there doing it right. What y'all doing
Nicole
is not
said.
that.
Nicole said, "Who gonna buy their OnlyFans?" I ain't buying it. I ain't buying this shit.
Who about what? Don't forget, click on Sugar Babes. I gotta figure out because all my stuff is here. I don't even know. I probably just could have the music, but I ain't got. When you don't pay for it, you don't get none of the good stuff.
Oh
And
no, she said. Oh, go ahead. I'm
don't
sorry.
forget, guys. The only way to support this channel is a like or a Cash App. I don't know about Venmo and all them other stuffs, but I'm gonna definitely get it so I can have all forms of. But that's what I got over 100 kids, and not near one can tell me nothing. You know what? They all fired. They all fired.
I I
They
subscribe to
all-
your I subscribe to all your channel.
yeah, thank you so much. But this channel, we're gonna still be doing it, but then I'm gonna have to switch on over there because being that that's not monetized, it's not nothing. It's just sitting up there. Now I'm gonna have to make it something, and then by the time this 4 months is done, I should be already done over there, right? So
In case, and you know what? The last point I wanted to make was that men and women will take the same position, and the man will still get paid more. Not
yeah,
nobody and
Facts.
shit.
Yes.
and
Yes.
that's even if you are training, right? You don't see a lot of female ones that have unless they really don't know that you're a man, they still cater to the man. That's why I said the LGBT, y'all let these people pull a wolf over y'all, especially the women. You're still gonna be a woman regardless. Regardless, they're gonna still treat you like that. Because if you could be, hey, I'm masculine all I want, that man right there, they're hiring that man. That man gonna still get paid more than you. Do not leave your women rights alone because you think or feel that you are masculine because they give you. Y'all don't have y'all don't have the publicity like the ones like the men who want to be women. The train I don't know what the hell they're called. I'm gonna say ABCD. Y'all don't get the commercials. Y'all don't get the perfume. I ain't never seen y'all in a Calvin Klein damn commercial. Y'all do not
Hey,
get the
that's
same.
fact.
Y'all do not get the same. But for this that to be one community, they do not fight
Oh, they
for
love the
y'all.
drags. They love the drags.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. But when do y'all they are still men are still making all the money. The women are still not.
That's why I ain't
They,
going 50-50.
right. They yeah, we probably one community, but they as being a woman, again, they had y'all for the okie doke. Y'all do not have the same rights as the men. They are you don't see how show me on the red carpet how many times you see them they get everything. Y'all get something, but
Lil
y'all
Nas X.
but that's still a man, right? Where are the women
Yeah, that's
where
what she
are
was
the
saying.
women who identify themselves as men? Where are you? Like, we don't see y'all on these TV shows.
They be
We
clowning
don't,
Young and May. Young and May,
Not the
they
black
clown
ones.
her.
yeah, but
Not the black ones, especially.
exactly. It should be as a whole, right? You going as a singular. If y'all are a whole as a whole, y'all do not get the money nor respect as the men who identify as women. Where you could go on YouTube right now. The only one you may see maybe one or two. They are getting men are still getting all the money because it's still the same man mentality.
Yeah,
Please
and
stop.
they way more sexual. I think it's because they're way more
No, I'm
sexual.
talking.
Like,
Forget about the sexual. I'm talking about the money. I'm talking about the money and the same
okay, true.
opportunities. Y'all, the women who identify there, y'all are not getting it because they made y'all for again, women fall for the okey doke again. Where are y'all commercials? Y'all don't have commercials. Y'all, a lot of y'all wear boxes. Why nobody? Hey, why don't y'all show the boxes? No, they still treat y'all as second class citizens.
Just like we
Where
never had a woman president. Sad.
exactly. That's why I said, yeah, girl. We want our community, but they are not setting up anything because y'all. They still the same way when I seen the star. Right, I will pull that video up too. I think Star something, whatever her name, but she's a woman, a man who identifies herself as a woman, right? And they asked the question, like, what would you do, like, if you and your man is having an argument or whatever? Please just throw him some money and take him shopping. See what I mean? That's man mentality. You have never, ever heard of a woman say that ever. Ever.
You ain't never gonna hear that come out of my mouth ever. Hello?
Hello.
Hello. I'm not a fan of 50-50, especially if I'm having children, staying home, raising them. Child care is expensive. And
No.
you're getting warm cooch every single night.
Hello.
Nope.
Hello. Hello. No,
Not
because
warm
I'm like
coochie.
this. I would be 50-50 with a man, but you have to pay me what you was paid. That's in the relationship. That don't include mother. Now I'm a mother. So now all the other response, and I'm not a maid. So just her sitting here, yes, 50-50. But now you're gonna pay me for my cooking services, my cleaning services. Because what women do is a service. And you can't be like, when men work hard, and so do we. And nobody does our services. So yeah, we'll
Nope.
be 50-50. But all my services, you're gonna pay me for.
And I was a housewife, and you know what? Men at the end of the day at the job, they get to clock out. Mothers don't.
Mm-hmm.
Women
Mm-hmm.
don't.
Tell it.
We don't
Tell it.
never clock out
And
ever.
wives don't.
Why? Exactly.
Until
Ain't
the
no
kids
clocking out.
sleep, until they sleep.
Nope. Because that's the perfect time to be doing stuff too. So you don't always get a full 8 hours of sleep. It is like, why you think
I'm
so
be honest,
many
I wouldn't
women
even know. I wouldn't even know.
for
I'm be honest.
why you think so many women, especially mothers, they fall into depression? It's not just postpartum. We are overworked and underpaid. That's why I ain't going 50-50 with no nigga. I'm sorry. Nope. Sorry, not sorry. I love you dearly. I would do everything else. But if I gotta be a stay-at-home wife and take care of you and the kids and be a maid and a tutor and a house cleaner, got to
Sheesh.
pick up your mail, pick up your dry cleaning. Like it's like I
Not the
fucking work
mail.
here. Take care of the kids, all that. You get to clock
Not
out
the
at the end of your
mail.
day. I don't.
Like you a dog, go get the mail.
And a lot of women still work and still got to do all that. Pick up the kids from school, do all of that. Meet with the teachers when it's time to meet, baking cookies for the PTA, everything. No. And my job, we can have the same position and you still make more.
And
Fuck out of here.
women
I
still have
nursed.
to do
This is a
whatever they
man's
want to do.
world.
I
What
nursed
they
both of
say.
my kids till they were 2 years old.
That's crazy, man. And daycare's so expensive.
And you don't want everybody around your babies either. So a lot of times women will opt out of doing daycare. They may have their family members take care of them, or they may hire a nanny, to come in and take care of their children.
Yeah, daycares are crazy now. You see, they always on the news. Even schools, you don't want have these teachers around your children. It's not even worth working half the time. Look at Val. Like she got them 3 babies under the age of 5. No, oh, get a nanny. How much
I'll
is
be
that
like,
nanny gonna
man,
cost?
I know she
Your
going
whole
through it.
paycheck? Yeah, she look stressed.
Let me tell you something. Actually, he's clapping for joy because he couldn't help the men when he was alive, and he can't help them now that has transcended. So he ain't turning over. He cracking up. Like I tried to help y'all. I couldn't help you. I had to go on to doing it. I can't believe they took off my notifications too. Well, I gotta go find some song. Maybe I could put. Oh no, I can't even put the songs in that. So
I
I'm over
sure didn't
there.
get your notification. Oh shoot, I ain't been
No,
getting no
they
notification.
took everything from me. I won't talk about it. So I'll have to hear my happy song. I can't put that there because I don't think you get this with the regular one. Unbelievable. So again, if y'all would like to support the channel, y'all know how to do it. And please, don't Well, yeah, I was gonna say don't, but I can't tell you don't because you can't super chat because they take that too. They took that away from you too, right? Everything they take from you. Somebody was like, they don't take your cash up. Yeah, yeah, they do. I mean, take your super chat. Oh, yes, they do. Now, let me get to hear my song. I had to come over here to hear my music, but it's all good, huh?
I just got one more question, Suge. So what do y'all think they ultimate if Alicia was like trying if
Even
he
though
go ahead.
I'm laughing, he's supposed to be up here talking about it. He come to ask questions, but you don't know, so it fits. Go ahead, Hudson. Whatever she say, I answer her. Go ahead, baby.
I
If Alicia, what?
okay, because I don't understand like what was their ultimate goal in bringing in gay people just to turn them straight? What was the
Never.
ultimate goal of that?
He never turned anybody straight. The thing is, he wanted
We're
big ass.
trying.
He wanted, listen, he didn't want straight nor gay. He wanted them to do whatever they wanted to do. He wanted to be like Free Willy. Like you could have a man, have a woman. It doesn't matter, right? So if you're straight, you're only dealing with one sex. And if you're gay, you're only dealing with one sex. He didn't want you dealing with one sex. He wanted you to do both. He wanted everybody he just wanted big old nasty stinking orgies around him. That's what he
Yeah,
wanted.
that's crazy. That
Because
yeah,
he's crazy.
yeah. You definitely think you got it.
So
Like you just
that
wanna.
right.
That's
So
crazy.
right. So if you're a man, you're gonna have to do women. If you do because he wanted that old like everybody sitting around with no clothes on and just humping and pumping, humping and pumping that nasty
Like
shit
the
with
Roman
it
days.
with
Like the
anybody.
Roman days. Yeah.
Like free spirit, like free Willy and shit.
Mhm. Or the hippie days.
Like
Yeah.
wild animals.
Right, that would be it.
Yeah.
Exactly, Iggy. Like wild animals. All right, I gotta go over there and try to build that up. And then I'm gonna have to come out with another one. So I don't get caught out there. My music ain't playing. I wonder why. I wonder why. Let's try it again, Zan. Oh, I could play Chrissy song. I'm play Chrissy song. At least I could do that much. You know what I'm saying? Them bastards. Hey, LaShawn, Don. Click, yeah, Greece, LaShawn, click on that link, click on the sugar page link, on the sugar page link. Click on that link and subscribe. Yep.
Sub up, y'all. Sub up.
Is your payment already done when he provides over? No, payment ain't done. First of all, before we be done here, let me explain something. Let me explain something before we be done here. Women get it confused. First of all, if a rent and food is not a part of him supplying you everything, right? Because even if he lived by himself, he still got to pay his rent. Even if he lived by himself, he still got to buy food, right? So so either way, them bills have to be paid. Now, that no payment doesn't stop. Now, it all depends on how the man you get is, right? It's not for everybody. If you get a good man, y'all could do whatever y'all want to do and how y'all want to do it. If you get a good man or a good woman, right? If he's a good guy, he's a good guy. He's working hard. But if you got these men that want to come with that bullshit, then I'm gonna hit you with this bull crap. You understand? That's what I'm saying. Oh, you want to come play in these games? You're going to pay me for my services. Cooking is not part of the services. I'm not the maid. The maid do services or go home, and then you want VJJ too? No, 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 no. Like I said, it depends on your relationship. If you got it, if you easy breezy and your man easy breezy, it do not apply to y'all. That
And to
man
be
get up every
honest, house
morning.
cleaners are not expensive. So cut it out cuz I'm a house cleaner and it's not expensive.
If I were a man, I wouldn't want to give her my money if I paid for everything. Yeah, but you got to pay rent anyway. Like, no, if I was a man, I'll be a good man. I won't have that problem. See, that's why I said it's a difference. It's a difference. I'm talking about a man. If a man tell me that, no, you don't, right? That part doesn't seem fair. Well, listen, if he's a good man and he's providing, then if you want to be a stay-at-home mom, if that's remember, it's different categories, right? But if you think that I'm a maid, then you're gonna pay me for my services. If you don't think that I'm your maid and I'm your woman, that's another story. But some men really think you are their maid and you supposed to do something, right? No, it doesn't go like that. Yeah, but that's what it's all about. That's why he got you. Like I said, every man is different. Every relationship is different. But you do have these red pills that exist, and you do have these manospheres that exist. Thinking that you are supposed no. Whatever he provided me with, does that cover what I do? Rent, you can't include rent. He has to pay rent anyway. You can't include food. He gotta buy food anyway. And technically, what he's doing for the only thing the man is doing for you really is buying you clothes and jewelry because everything else he has to supply anyway. You got to brush your teeth, you need toothpaste. So none of that he's supplying me with, right? So if you're a good man and I don't have to get these things because you're giving me the money and you're a good man, that is fine. But at the end of the day, you got to think about it. For what I do, women really need to add up what they do to think that a man is providing. You really have to add up what do you do? Well, how much does I think it was an old show when Deion Sanders and his second wife Pilar when she Dion did something and she went and got somebody who does everything that he asked. You should have seen that bill when she gave it to him. You should have seen that bill when she gave it to him. Then he had to have a change of heart. We don't know how we got to really know how she should also stay single. Baby, we gonna do it. A woman gonna do it regardless. Right? A woman gonna do it regardless. But if a man want to get married, and like I said, it depends on the man because I'm not going to devalue myself because because technically you're taking care of the household. You're really not taking care of me unless you give me all your money and I can do what I want to do with it, right? Then that's paying me for my services, right? But if you taking care of me, I'm not included with the household. The household, you got to take care of it. Everybody that's in here has to take care of their household. Whether you have somebody or not, you have to take care of your household or what you going to do. Then I would just stay single and pay out a maid. So when I provide the basics, no extra teenagers can cook. That go for kids too, right? But if you are appreciated, if you got a man, he a good man, he make you feel appreciated, then you do this, Jack. You do that out of love, not because he provides for me. Anything you do for anybody should be done out of love, not because you take care of a household that you will have to take care of anyway. Now, you give me a big ass allowance every month. That's taking care of me. Household and a human and taking care of me are two different things. I don't know if y'all understand what I'm saying. Maybe you don't understand, but she is there too to do that in agreement.
I understand very well what you're saying.
Right now, the difference is even if she agreed to it, right? Because she agreed to do that. Like I said, if it's a thing that if it's a thing that like I said, he's a good man or whatever, you supposed to, right? No matter how much you make, you supposed to take care of each other. But to think that I'm supposed to do it, no, then I'm gonna have to hit you with no. Right? I'm saying when they come out their mouth, you gotta let them understand how much your worth is. You got a good man, he ain't got that problem. You got a good hardworking man, he ain't got that problem. So, like I said, this doesn't apply for every single man. It doesn't apply. That's what be a simp. She would have to cook and clean anyway. No, she don't. What if some days we don't want to cook and clean? Shit. Damn, no. Some days we don't want to. So that mean we fired, right? Sometimes we got bad PMS. Does that mean we fired? Does that mean we fired? Like, well, what does he do on a day we can't do it? Sometimes he could argue the same. No, he can't, because I won't leave him to argue the same. But either way, who is the? If we walk out, put like this: if we walk out the door, we're gonna be fine. If he walk out the door, we're gonna be just fine. If a woman walk out the door, he gonna have to replace her. So that will go to show you how much you what your services are, women. If a man leave you right now, our bills are still going to get paid. If we stay in his household, we will recuperate like that. But if a woman leave out of a man's house, he got to replace her like that, because we ain't nothing but services. We are the services. Because technically, if he's working, that's it's an agreement. But it ain't like we can't work, right? It ain't like we can't work. We can work too. Just make sure you have that established. Just have that established. A man cannot be alone. A woman can. That tells you right there. Like I said, I don't know if you understand. God is sugar and all. Watch it. I think she means mods. Now, what you can say something before I switch over to the other channel, the Keisha. I don't know if she understand, but I'm saying there's nothing wrong with it. But some men, women gonna have to know their value, right? That's all I'm saying. We gotta know our value. But again, if you got a good man, knock yourself out. It ain't like I had a man and I'm like, listen, sir, these are my services. I didn't have them type of men. But the minute you think I'm supposed to, then now I'm gonna show you my value. It all depends on the man. He ever place your behind somewhere, he's not cooking. He ain't cleaning. Not saying we don't have some that do. We got a lot of men that do, a lot of women that don't do nothing. But for the men who's looking for that, well, I provided you stay home. Baby, what he's saying to you is you are replaceable. You are replaceable because I need these things done. That's even down to the nanny. You don't give me no nanny? Well, then I'll go ahead. Like, even they even make your JJ feel like a damn service. You don't want to give me none? All right, then I'm going to the store. Hey, John called me. I'm going to John's house. They got, you know what I'm saying? You just can't win. You can't win. You can't win. But go ahead, Kiki.
Yeah, it's despicable the way that they think. It's like we not y'all property. We do things because we love you. We do things because we're naturally nurturing. But at the same time, we get tired too. We get tired too. And depending on the woman, she may have some, medical issues or something, some health issues or whatever, when you married her, maybe not. But, most women want to be able to be comfortable in their relationships and be happy, but they don't want to be overloaded. When you overload a woman, that creates resentment.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yes.
it's too many
Yes.
services out here that you can do, not do, but that you can actually get to help. Maid services, nanny services, cooks, chefs. And the way we have everything online now, everything is at our fingertips. So there's no excuses in this day and age.
But I'm gonna end this. I gotta see if I gotta see if they said I could multi-stream. I'm gonna see if I can stream on here and then stream on there, right? But I'm gonna see how I'm gonna work it out. I'm gonna see how I'm gonna work it out. Gonna work it out. This one in trouble too. Shit. Wow. I gotta do videos and stuff on this one. That's a shame. YouTube say I'm now on the other channel. I don't have enough history. Ain't that some shit? Unbelievable. Let me see if I can get some history, right? If I can get some history. Well, I want y'all in trouble all the time. Shit. All right. I'm out of here. I'm gonna play another song now. Being that we was already happy. But just give me a little time to set this up. Just resentment. That's all my life come down to cooking, and acting. Right? No, that's not what mine's. I ain't doing none of the above. Just none of the above. If you start decentering them, like I guess a good man to come around, but just make sure he ain't coming to you because now he got high blood pressure, diabetes, and all this other stuff. Make sure he coming to you nice and strong and looking good for his age, not a sickly man who damn. I need her to take me to the doctor. I need her to give my medicine. Because you know how men when they get sick and stuff, it makes it like 50 times worse. And then at that point, we're gonna spring into the mode of that's my man and forget all about us. Not that we not the mind we may got high blood pressure, diabetes, and all that shit too. But who's to take care of us? Right?
Exactly.
Who to take care of us? Oh, baby, you need this. You need that. Like it's always F us, right? It's always F us. She said, my dude loves me because he goes home. That's what's up. Let me see. Let's try this song. I don't like her. Hey, I'm in it. I don't like her.